Yeah, all I did was make the mistake of changing scenes, and it reset everything on here to defaults. You should be able to hear them as well. Testing. Say something, guys. Do your meow check again. Meow.
Meow.
Okay, I can see. Oh my god.
We are Siamese. Sorry, that was too weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
Okay,
take that one.
so the sounds should be up and fine again. I don't know what the deal is. Why OBS does this, but periodically. All I did was change scenes. That's all it took. So, well, now that you can hear us, let me just re-explain that was the meow check as put forth by our dear Sammy, who for whatever reason likes to. Where did that come from?
In the depths of my chaos brain.
That's literally from you.
Yeah.
You're a weird guy, Ace, but I love you.
You spent like 10 days with me in Florida. You know what I'm capable of.
I just want to know, like, where what part of the depths of that, like, is that like right next to Neon Cat? Like, I don't know, somewhere in there.
You're asking him to explain the enigma that is his mind.
I don't know what else to. I got to experience Kylo Ken, so that's all I have to say.
That's all you ever need.
The man, the mystery, the myth.
To say it was definitely problematic. How is everybody out there doing today, by the way? We are up, we are running, seem to be doing okay so far. No more technical issues. But yeah, so just to kind of kick this off in the right direction again, the charity is, we are currently sitting at $635 of the 1,000 goal, and there is a list of the goals and stretch goals, and at 750 I have to do an awful thing. So if you want to see me do an awful thing for the best of reasons, feel free to donate. The link is actually down below, and you'll be donating to the Trevor Project, which is an awesome charity that helps the LGBTQ plus community, especially the more at-risk members of that community. And right now they're more important than ever. So do something awesome and for the worst reasons, just to watch me suffer. So feel free to do that. The link is down below. And it is also right here. Ta-da! You can donate there. Oh, and Sammy, you already beat me to it, so
I'm a good mod.
Double tapped that one. So yeah, the first goal as set by the wonderful Virla here is the one chip challenge, which I have set and ready to go for whenever this happens. And yeah, it's no joke. Last time I did it last year was for Project Hope to benefit Ukrainian relief. Another thing that should still be, which is actually you can still donate to on my Tiltify. But I did it last year, and one of my other cast members, Wicked Dragon, she tasted just like, I mean, a speck of the seasoning on this thing, and it nearly wiped her. So she got to experience it in a very minor way. So it kind of stuck with her for quite a while. And so yeah, it's no joke. It's about 2 million on the Scoville scale, and I will be suffering live when we actually hit our goal. Now, that isn't to say that I'm going to interrupt the game to eat this chip on stream, but I will do it like as part of a stream to because I won't really be able to run the game all that well after I eat it. So I would rather.
Aw.
Yeah, it takes a little while to kind of come down off of that heat. So it's rough. It's rough. You guys will still be able to see me suffer for it. Or that could actually be a part of the challenge. Maybe I have to run it after I eat it. It's like you got to eat it as soon as we hit it, and then maybe we'll see. We'll see. What else? My commissions are open if you want to actually have me run a game for you. I have opened my commissions on Ko-Fi. Link is also down below. And I'll run a one shot for you and up to 6 people. So let me know. You can sign up there, and I'll make a game so that you can play. You can actually sit down at one of my virtual tables. Other things that are coming up. I have begun work on Candela Obscura game for a potential one-shot that I might be doing in the very near future. So I'm going to mess around with that system and see what comes from that. I have my own unique spin on the Candela Obscura stuff. And I will actually have access to the PDF of the new Werewolf 5th edition rule set on August 2nd. So that's coming down the pipe as well. So keep your eyes peeled. We got shit that's going to be not just D&D related that are going to be coming out, and some of them are going to end up being shows on YouTube. The other ones are I will be streaming as one-shots, but you'll know more as I know more when we plan this stuff out. So if you want to know more, join the Discord, and you'll have access to all of that information. Follow all my socials. So, when we last left off, I'm pretty sure that somebody was having a conversation on the deck of the ship, and over their shoulder, something arose without much of a clatter from out of the depths. I believe that was Casper.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was drinking like a very disgusting medicinal drink to get over the fact that he had just been puking for the last 24 hours. I mean, like, just like his eyeliner, by the way, is just like smeared all down his face. And he's like sitting there holding Alethea's hand like this, and he peers over and he sees a tendril. And remembering the conversation that he overheard about feeding him to the Kraken, he's going to immediately go like this and take his hands away and just like step away and, you know, kind of point.
So what I'm going to do, and this is going to be kind of a unique fight situation. Okay. So let me set the stage on this. So this is a kind of the way I'm doing this, and let me switch over to the 6-person overlay. Like here about so as you can see, things have gotten kind of chaotic, a little bit hectic. Now, you guys aren't really going to, I'm only actually leaving this up for just the viewership so that you can see it. The map is actually unnecessary unless you actually leave it and go below decks. And then I have my own thing set aside for that. So this is more of a combination of a combat and a skill challenge. Okay. What was that looking?
I don't know. I was like, I'm remembering all the terrible rolls I do for skill checks.
So it's not like it's a combination, because it's more of like you're sort of fighting an environment. It is a creature. but you are, it's more of an environmental thing that you're contending with. So it is like a living environment in this case. So I'm just doing things a little bit differently. Like, trust me, unless you go below decks, there's nowhere you can run and hide from these things. But let me bring this. Let's make sure that this is there. I'm gonna add people. Actually, I'm gonna move these. These be better on map layer. I think they'd be better. No. Let me set these back so that they are out of the way. But for you, you get to stay. Because you have a turn. Olivia already rolling initiative. Nice. So what you guys can do is roll initiative. Make sure you're obviously you highlight your token before you do that. And let me actually bring up.
Bro, fuck my life.
Food.
I rolled a nat 20.
What,
Oh,
Olivia?
that's-
Why are you in there twice? What did you just roll? The 12.
Just rolled an initiative.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah.
Well, she's only rolled
Yeah, I
once
only
on my
see
screen.
one.
Yeah,
It
I
shows
didn't
in there
roll
twice.
twice.
That's weird.
The
That's
first
weird.
one better.
No, the first one's not. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, shite. So let's see. A little bit of a party here. Send it. I don't know why it has you in there twice. It's not letting me remove you. All right, there. That was weird.
You got
Had
music
you
for
in
this
there
map?
twice. Yes, I will have music. But hold on.
Lithia is just that cool that she gets to act twice one round.
She is. She is just that cool. So who do we have? We have Casper, Alithia, Charlotte. Let me bring up Dia.
I think Cardia might be on in pretty
Yeah,
soon.
she's coming.
Oh, well then that's good. That's good. And her just in case. She just messaged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we'll get her in there as well, and I'm gonna need a Ilyana, because Ilyana would be present and doing what she's doing, and I need to roll. Well, I need to actually bring it up for her. So I don't. All right, good. I can shut off. And get rid of. I don't need Lady Cardia, so Lady Cardia can do her thing. But I do need Ilyana and Captain Rumbum.
Hello there.
Yeah, hello there.
Oh, hello there.
Yeah, hello there.
Hello.
Bringing up the
Anakin, I
rest
have
of
the
stuff,
high
but
ground.
I'm bringing up everything else, but you guys continue.
I'm just trying to kill you guys. It's no big deal.
You
Yeah,
are?
Yeah.
Oh lord.
Initiative. I'm scared.
Wait, did it just start?
Yeah, I mean, that's how you
Oh
should
my
actually
God.
start these things. Yeah, roll initiative for. Heh. Well, you're not first.
Okay.
No, I mean Charlotte.
Oh God.
Oh,
Not 20 though. Does not 20 not just go first?
oh my god.
It does
what?
not. You cannot critical on anything but an attack. No.
Okay.
Ileana
Ileana's doing-
has a 30.
How did she get a 30?
Because at present she has a plus 11 to her initiative.
Holy.
What?
What?
How?
Rogue.
Why?
Okay.
Rogue
That's
plus
great.
feats plus insanity. So yeah, she has a plus 11 to her initiative.
That's awesome. I've never seen that number.
Oh, I've seen higher.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yep. I have seen higher. All right. So we have that, and do we have, once we get Riley into Video Ninja? There she is.
Oh Gosh, is that Lizzie's PNG like VTuber?
Yeah, well, it's
my God.
done up. Yeah, it's done. Oh, wait a minute. Who are you
That's so
talking about?
cool. I can't see. Or is that Azalea?
That's
It's
Azalea.
Azalea.
Me, it's
Yeah.
Caitlin.
Oh my God!
Caitlin.
Whoa!
Yes.
Wow, that is so
Caitlin
cool.
is VTubering it today.
Yeah.
That is so freaking cool.
Shut
I also
that
have a
on.
option where I have a knife. I might put the knife in my hand for combat. We will
Oh
see.
my
God.
gosh, really?
Yeah.
I love this.
That's so cute.
There we go. Now we should have. Hey, Riley. Ta-da. Hello, Riley. And guess what? Roll your initiative. You haven't
Okay.
yet.
It's a rude awakening, literally.
It
Yep.
really is.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I have to use physical dice.
All right. Let me know what you get.
I got
Natural one.
no. I got 8, so it's really good.
Total of an 8, or that's what you rolled
No, a total of 8 with my helpers.
with your
What do you call them?
your what?
What do you call them? The plus. You got a
For
plus
bonuses.
number.
Your bonus? What?
The little number helpers. I like that.
Will that help?
I like helpers.
What is
Helpers.
happening
Yeah.
here?
Nothing. I know everything about. I know all. I created D&D, so it's weird that you guys have the wrong name for it.
She is the wizard of the coast.
It's like when you like find out that GIF is GIF. Like this is what that moment is, where it's like, oh, it's actually helpers. I
And
know the actual creator, guys.
it is GIF, by the way. It's not GIF.
Funny that you're wrong.
It's graphical. First word is graphical.
Well, that's the guy who created it.
I don't have to. He's the one that actually corrected everyone. Well, he didn't. It was like, all right, I'm not getting into it. But yes, it's GIF, not GIF.
I don't know. When someone says GIF, GIF, whichever, I turn into Azalea with the knife in my hand.
You stab them. Okay, I need to roll 20 for this. These things, wow, they're actually fast.
Oh,
Faster than I thought. I'm gonna roll this.
Goody.
And they're not that fast, apparently. They 2, an 8. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get some music going. Do we have like, what do we have? Azalea, why do you have a 6?
That's just
That's what you got?
who I am. That's just who I am this week, Matt.
Damn.
oh.
Yeah.
Azalea going on the cleric. Even the cleric's going, wow, you're slow.
I'm a little seasick today.
Apparently, yes, that is the case. But let's get some party music going, shall we? Let's see. Stop this. Make sure you guys can hear that. You guys should be able to hear that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Your wonderful little and we're gonna do the this. And now let's do some fighting music. Add to that. All right, there we go. Now, so let me once again set the stage. Casper, you were standing there having a conversation. The person that you were talking to had their back to the ocean. So it was you looking over their shoulder when, you know, you saw this. The best way to describe it was a tentacle made of water rise from the depths. It was not a... It did not have the same, the leathery skin that you would expect on a sea creature, but instead had the same basically consistency and opacity as seawater, and up to and including basically a layer of sea foam moving across the surface of this thing, but it was clearly in the shape of a giant tentacle. And it didn't take you long to realize that it was also not the only one. Glancing quickly to either your left or right, you see more tentacles rising up. At the same time, before you are actually able to scream out, call out, or anything like that, you can hear a ship's bell begin to ring out an alarm. Brass bell hammering its way somewhere above you, and somebody yelling something in Goblin. It sounds very much like a warning. Immediately, boots are clattering across the deck as the crew springs into action, and these tentacles begin to reach for the riggings in the amongst the sails, and all the while the crew frantically trying to hoist those sails, get them back into relative safety so that they aren't destroyed by whatever this thing is. You can't really hear him saying it above the noise and din of the storm, but Captain Greygale is shouting orders from the flying bridge behind you at the aft of the ship, and the rest of you are also above deck at this time because of the timing that this is all happening. It was shortly after a meal when you finally, well, Casper was finally able to keep something down, thanks to the cook, the ship's cook, the Herringbone. So keep in mind the deck is rain slick and is in being tossed on the waves. So technically, mechanically, unless you have the sailor background or the feature that allows you to, it counts as difficult terrain. So if you're moving, though movement isn't really going to be necessary, it may affect certain skill checks like athletics to do things. So keep that in mind, just in case. So we're going to do this combat a little bit differently, as there are multiple tentacles that are coming up and pretty much can reach anywhere. So unless, you know, this is kind of it's going to be a little bit of a different type of combat where it is a skill challenge mixed with attack rolls. So, which for whatever reason, for Amy, it seems to terrify you.
Just no.
But you know, it shouldn't be too bad. But this thing is massive, and obviously everyone's first thought is that this is a kraken. So we're gonna start off with Ileana. Ileana begins to shout out orders that no one seems to actually be listening to on deck, and then realizing that begins to climb up into the rigging to take care of some of the ship's basically dealing with ship issues at the moment. So you're trying to mitigate damage to the ship while defending yourselves from the tentacles, and hopefully defeating and repelling the invading creature. So that is what Ileana is going to be doing, and I need to make a check for her. She's going to be is the same. It's a flat roll for her. So she gets acrobatics as she scales the yep. So she adds 1 tick to the sails as she begins to pull out belaying pins and tugging on lines and begins to hoist the sails, basically bringing them in so that they aren't attacked and damaged and torn by these tentacles. So she puts 1 tick towards that. So those are the options that you can do. Is you can either fight the tentacles, okay? You can either you fight the tentacles, you can help with the sails, which requires you to go up into the rigging, or you can batten hatches. Battening the hatches means closing off the deck hatches, so to prevent flooding. And if there is a certain amount of damage done to the ship, it opens up a new task, which is the bilges, to prevent the ship from flooding and sinking. So people will be able to contribute that way, should that be necessary. And I can't say that will not be fraught with conflict. I'm just saying that it'll potentially be something that you guys have to deal with as well. So, okay. So that's Ileana's action. That takes us to Charlotte.
Okay. How far? Obviously, this is a bit more theater of the mind. So, how close is the nearest kind of tentacle to Charlotte right now?
You can interact with them with ease. So it's a non-positional thing. It is assuming that you are moving and dodging and engaging these tentacles. The tentacles will be able to attack you no matter where you go, unless you go below decks.
Got you.
You can try and use, like, if you come up with like creative ways to utilize the environment of the ship, that could potentially. So I invite you to be a little bit extra narrative to how and what what you're doing and how you're doing it, because I may actually give you advantage and or disadvantage depending on what you're trying to do.
Okay. Okay, this is tough. I
told you I was going to be doing something a little different.
Yeah. None of my spells like really help, so I think she's just gonna have to attack in this situation.
Not going to get a blade song?
What you're gonna? I mean, that's a given.
Just saying. And if you're wondering about spells that could cause damage to other things, technically you're only dealing with one creature. But I will allow you to deal damage to multiple tentacles. So for the purposes of things like, I think you have green flame blade. Things
I
like
do.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you would like to use that, you will have access to do that.
So like, so it'll leap onto the onto another tentacle.
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know.
And also, what is your passive arcana?
17.
You will realize that this is not actually a creature, like an animal. It's actually an elemental.
Okay. Charlotte will just turn to Azalea, take both of her hands in hers, and just look at Azalea in the eyes and just say, "Show whatever this thing is why you're the princess of these seas." And she'll turn. What you just said about the Arcana thing, she'll just kind of shout out best she can to whoever can hear and just say, "For attacking this thing, magical attacks only." And then she's gonna just kind of steady herself, and you hear the more somber iteration of her blade song kind of vocalize as the words "Embrace the dark, you call a home." And the song plays on, but at the same time she will pull out Feliothanoli, and she will strategically go to a tentacle that's maybe like already grappling part of the ship or trying to damage part of the ship, rather than one that's just kind of jiggling in the air, I guess. So yeah, she'll move up to that one, whatever one suits that. And if there's like a close tentacle nearby to that one as well, she will activate green flame blade and try and attack.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, there you can see there are some of them wrapping around like the masts, and they're some of them are reaching for sailors in the rigging already. So, yeah.
Okay, attack roll. The 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, so Feliothanoli's normal damage. I'll give you that. That's a 1 on the dice, plus 7, so it's 8 magical piercing plus. So 5th level melee attack deals an extra 1d8 fire damage to the target on hit. Okay, so an extra 1d8 to this tentacle.
Okay.
Tentacle will take an extra 7 points of fire damage from the green flame blade, and then the adjacent tentacle will take 6 more points of fire damage.
Okay. So it looks the fire seems to be not as effective. Clearly, it just kind of busts out with gouts of steam, but does not seem to do overly much or affect it. Like, it doesn't even seem to necessarily like flinch away from it. So you did a total of
Got you.
Okay.
Yep. And then she will use her extra attack to attack again. This time, obviously not a cantrip, just an attack roll. But with Folio Finale once again.
Okay.
That's a 2. So that'll only be 12 to hit. I'm not going to use... no, I'm not going to use anything to try and help that.
Okay.
I think it's too low.
What, to hit?
12 to... Well, yeah, it's a 12 to hit.
Just
hits?
Yeah. These tentacles are giant.
Okay.
Giant things tend to not have very many, very good armor class. You'll tag it, but the other thing that giant things have is a lot of hit points. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be 11 points of magical piercing on that second attack.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, you know, like the tentacle, you know, is kind of starting to wrap and wind around the central mast. And you stab and cut at it, and you can see, like, as I said, the fire actually just kind of wicks out after a second of you know, puff of steam, but you can definitely see the trace that kind of almost like bioluminescent line that the magic of your sword still leaves through the watery tentacle. So you do know that it is taking damage. There is some kind of a visual effect on it, which causes the thing to flinch back. Okay.
Nice shot. Let's go. I
Right.
guess for Volpini, because she
Yeah.
goes right after Charlotte. Volpini will use the flyby ability to make sure she gets out of range of a tentacle, and probably just goes down to like a lower deck to make sure she's out of range.
All right. So Volpini, I'm going to move Volpini off. Volpini leaves. Who goes last? The end of every turn. All right, so Alithia, you see these tentacles like writhing up from the depths as the ship is rocking back and forth. Storm rages on all around you. What would you like to do?
I think she'll turn to Azalea and just go, "Not one of yours?"
Don't say I recognize this one.
Cool. She'll turn towards one of the tentacles and what do I do? Okay, for my bonus action, some of the sea foam will start to gather around Lithia's weapon, and I'm gonna try and cast Compelled Duel on the tentacles, so it doesn't damage the ship. So can it make me a Wisdom saving throw?
Is Compelled Duel a charm?
I think so.
Sammy's nodding yes.
I just need to
Believe him.
Okay. It does not have that condition immunity, so I will be making the saving throw.
Okay, DC 13.
I suppose. DC 13. I rolled a 13 on the die, so yes.
Beats it.
Yep.
Okay, well, sucked. Then
Sorry.
no, it's fine. For my action, I'm just gonna hit him.
Okay.
Just gonna whack him.
Unfortunately, your sentinel isn't really going to work here. The tentacles are just kind of like everywhere. Again, it's like you're an environmental thing. Think like what was the one where they fought the Kraken in was it on the Black Pearl? I think it was. Just tentacles everywhere. That's basically what this is.
Okay, does a 13 hit?
13 does hit, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my damage now.
12, as Sammy found out, 12 is the current armor
12.
class.
Yeah.
Let me see what I rolled. Why did... Oh, I get to roll again. That is so confusing. Wait. What? Just did something and it confused me. Let me see. What?
It re-rolled. So you rolled a 1 on one of your d4s
I
because you got
did.
weapon fighting. It's re-rolled it for you.
Okay. So that's a total of... What was it? 12?
12, yeah.
So that's 12 for the first hit, and then I'll do my second attack.
These are all magical, of course.
Of course, of course.
Sac magique.
Ow. I haven't rolled above a 10. That's 14 to hit, which hits. Let's roll damage again. Okay. That's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. So you're dancing across the, well, not really dancing across the way. If you do have to make athletics checks, though, you guys will be doing so with disadvantage. Just keep that in mind. Unless you have the sailor background, then we know at least one of you definitely does not have the sailor background, even though he tried to portray that there was a sailor background. Don't know who that might be, but, kind of a standout.
Susibaka. Casper.
So the tentacles. So I have tentacles. So I am going to... Somebody roll me a D6, please, in chat. Exclamation D6. The number rolled will determine how many are attacking the cast. The rest will be attacking the ship.
Oh no.
Yeah, right. So let's see who is going to be up. I'm going to roll this. We have Lithia. The tentacle is retorting by launching an attack at you. This watery, briny tentacle lashes down at you. You can see, like, it for all intents and purposes, it looks like a kraken's tentacle, which means the suckers actually have little pinchers in them. Because krakens are malevolent and evil and monstrous. So this thing lashes out at you, and you can see, even though it looks like this thing is like wet glass, because you can see right through it. It's just, you can, the reflection of light from the flashes of lightning and things like that give it that kind of like that form to allow you to identify it, and it just kind of reaches out and it attacks you. Does a Does a 24 hit you?
It definitely does.
Okay.
Oof.
You will take... You will take 16 points of cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
And you are currently engulfed.
Cool.
Does not sound
You're basically being constricted by a watery tentacle. So you are currently grappled and drowning.
What?
Dope. Okay.
Yes.
You're a bad
So
man.
on your turn, you can still attack as per normal as somebody who is grappled. But because of the size of the tentacle grappling you, you're basically like you're fighting living water. So you are currently drowned.
I'll just die, I guess.
But you
is
can
fine.
also break the grapple as your action.
Mhm.
So you are at present in that. And the other ones, I am just going to put ticks. 5 ticks against the ship. Actually, yeah. Actually, that's 3 and 2. Okay. That's the tentacles. You could hear the cracking and creaking of timbers as the tentacles are attacking the sails and the cross beams and tearing at the rigging, the snapping of ropes, etc., etc. As the ship is bombarded by these tentacles. Right. So that was them. Next is Lady Cardia. There are giant watery tentacles everywhere right now.
Pretty crazy. Alright, so Lady is gonna 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I can't see. I'm gonna go there for now. Okay, couldn't see past this. 1, 2, 3. She's gonna come. Okay. Up here, sorry, I can't see past the dynamic lighting. Okay, yay! Where's 60? Where's the little ruler thing?
So when you pick up your token,
Mm-hmm.
when you're about to move it, you tap the right mouse button. And that starts a ruler.
Oh lord, I pressed. Oh lord, okay.
And then,
Oh, you're right, okay.
Yeah, and then you just let it go at that point.
I
when
knew
you're ready
that.
to
I was
go.
just making sure, like, you guys knew that.
Yeah, I forgot you were actually indoors. So you didn't even actually see it when this happened.
Oh shit, so I can't. I don't think I can technically see them, right? Because I'm like
No, because
behind this door.
I called it. So here, I'm gonna move you out there for you. So your position isn't gonna matter for this fight, and I'm not gonna like let you just miss a turn because you were actually inside the ship.
I appreciate
you just have to let me know if you are going. If your action is to go below decks, that's what you do this time.
Cool. Okay, so now that I'm outside, she's like, "Whoa, what's going on out here? This is crazy." Let's see. You choose up to 5 creatures in 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna cast motivational speech. Oops, I hit prepare on it on accident. Cast motivational speech. So I lady stands or flies up a little bit, and
Wait. That has a casting time of a minute, Riley. So you can't
Oh
cast it.
yeah.
Oh, what does that mean? I don't think I've run into that before.
It takes a minute to cast the spell, and that's basically 10 rounds. This is probably going to be over before then.
Yep.
Besides, I believe the material component required for it is a
we weren't doing
toenail
that. We've
from
never
Tony
done
Robbins,
that before.
which is consumed. So.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Yeah, sorry.
Don't forget that even though you got the information from Sammy, that this thing is elemental. It is an action to try and actually identify it. However, That being said, no, and I don't know if you have. You're a cleric, which means you might have access to a spell, specific spell, but I don't know if you'd have it prepared.
That doesn't help me at all.
So
I have no clue what you're trying to hint toward me.
the spell banishment.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Now that's
I don't even think
something
that's
your
on my
character
spell
would
list.
know about. Now that you know that this is an elemental, which means it actually is not. It is an extraplanar creature, which means it is subject to banishment.
Well, bummer.
I'm just putting that out there.
Well, I don't think I can just like prepare it now, can I?
You can't, no.
Yeah.
But I wanted to put that out there just in case you did and didn't realize that.
No, I got nothing. Well, I'm gonna have to
check your DMs. Check your DMs.
Oh Lord. I guess I'll just use that. I don't know why, but I'll just use that. I don't even think I have that though.
Yeah, it's your channel divinity. You always have that.
Okay. I do my emboldening bond. I do that. Oh God. So I don't even know where that is. I can 3 creatures in 30 feet. Wow, this is the most embarrassing round in the world. So I'll do it for
I took like 6 hours on my go, so you're chilling.
I'll do Ileana, and then I can't tell who is right in front of me.
You could theoretically cover anyone that you wanted to. Just because of the way that I'm doing this combat, it is you versus an environment versus a creature. So positionally, whatever you want to make sense. If you want to, you can technically target anyone in this area. You're all fighting in a very short and small area on this deck.
Okay, I'll Alithia with it, since she's drowning. And then I will do Charlotte and Casper.
All right.
So what emboldening bond does is for 10 minutes, any bonded creature within 30 feet of me, once per turn, you can roll a d4 to add it to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
All right. So you said Alithia, Casper, and who else?
Alithia, Casper, and Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Wow, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right. So, is there anything else that you would like to do?
Nope. No.
No. That's it.
No.
Okay. That's it. All right, so that is you. That brings us to Caspa. The ocean is trying to kill you.
Can you explain the battening of the hatches?
So
where
battening
these
of the hatches is basically all of the hatches have literally like clapboards that will go over it. So all of the bulkheads,
So all these
all the stairwells that you see,
Okay.
So you have that one. On this deck would be the doors, any of the doors. So mostly it's the top hatch, which you probably shouldn't do yet, but there are hatches below decks as well. If you are battening the hatches, all you have to do is tell me that that's what you're gonna do and go below decks to do that, and that'll put ticks on there. Now the thing with battening the hatches is right now you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
But it's to help stem the tide of flooding should the ship be damaged enough.
Okay.
And then you'll be working the bilges.
Give me a signal or some sort of something to tell me, it's time to batten those hatches.
Oh, you'll know.
Okay, cool. Okay.
You'll know when they call out for something like that. But right now, you can either help So battening down the hatches is just kind of like a catch-all term for basically setting the ship for weathering. So you could technically count that amongst helping with the sales. So if you wanted to get into the riggings and try and do that, that's the skill challenge. So you'd be doing an athletics check to try not to involuntarily exit the ship. So that will be a disadvantage for you.
Okay.
Or you could bolster the group or fight.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm not like ignoring a skill check when I should be doing it instead of fighting.
Nope,
basically.
I will let you know. I will definitely let you know when things are getting a little bit too damaged.
Okay. Then I'm gonna start by using my bonus action or Casper is going to focus his energy, his magical energy, into his hands. And it's gonna look like sort of like magical claws coming onto his hands. And he's going to attack the nearest
Tentacle.
elemental tentacle and use his fists to do a magical unarmed strike.
Ah, yes. Holly approves,
And fail.
by the way. Holly approves of your attempt.
Yeah,
Wait,
that was
what'd
an
you
attempt. I tried. Oh, wait, okay, so I got a 9, but I do have the bolstering of the hatches, yes?
And
10,
you
11,
can
12.
add a D4. You can add a D4.
I'm at a D4,
Yeah.
so I could potentially actually get the attack.
You got this.
Okay. Come on, 3 or 4, come on. A 1? See, this is why I was like... Okay, so I missed that attack, but I do have 2 attacks. So I'm gonna try and attack again. Okay, I got a 14. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna roll the attack for that. But let me see really quick. Because there's some things I need to add to it. Wow. What is with my rolling today? My god.
Nobody likes your dice rolls.
My dice hates me.
Terrible.
My magical dice. So I can deal an extra 1d6. Oh, that's force damage though. Well, I don't know. We'll see what force damage does. So it does add an extra d6 force damage. Cool. A 6. And then I don't know if this will work, but it's technically an attack. So it's not a bonus action, it's just like it's just like a special. But I'm gonna try and use a stunning strike.
Yep.
And see if
you're spending a
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a key point to use stunning strike. Because it's not like a reaction or bonus action, it's just like a thing. So so they have to do a con save of 14, which I'm sure their con is really high, but you never know. Actually, I think I may be able to... I think it's +1, so it should be 15 because of the...
Let me check one thing here.
Belt.
One moment. Okay. Interesting. Thus, it is not immune to the stunned condition.
It's like, it's about 50-50 chance.
Well, I mean, it is a 14.
Well, it should be 15 because of the belt. I
Or
think.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it didn't automatically include that, then yes. So let's see.
I did make sure, because like when I was going through, I took all my items off, and I looked at what it said for the saves, and it was the same as when I put it back on, just to make sure that it didn't already.
Okay, you actually stun one of the tentacles, so that will reduce the number of attacks this turn. All right. Yeah, it actually tentacles just kind of like quivering. All right.
Did the thing.
All right. And you did. It looks like you did a total of 11 damage. Force damage does hurt it. And that actually, that tentacle that you stunned also drops. So I'm going to remove one of the tentacles. So the tentacle basically just kind of like quivers and then regresses back into the
It's not the one that's grappling me, right?
No.
Okay, good to know. Just checking.
Nope. Okay, so that brings us to Azalea.
Wonderful. So, out of curiosity, like this is not like a in-game, but sort of. I'm not trying to metagame, but I'm trying to ask. Does Azalea know what this creature is? Is this something like she's seen before, etc.? Is this new to her?
Oh. You know that this is pretending to be a kraken.
Okay, that's interesting.
You know that this, basically, whatever this is. Now, you know it's an elemental.
Correct, yeah.
Because Charlotte cried out that it was an elemental. And you know that it is basically... What is your arcana? Do you have arcana trained?
Yeah, I'm proficient. +5.
You're gonna have a 15 passive. You definitely... While you've never experienced, obviously you've never experienced one of these things, you do have an idea that there is magic within the maelstrom itself. The storm itself is tempestuous magic, which has actually influenced the environment. And this being an elemental, that's probably what's going on here.
Oh, makes sense. Okay, very cool.
And yes, you definitely have a bit of a connection to it. Like you can feel the rain on your face from the storm. You can kind of feel its presence in the sea around you. Like you it's just almost like a tactile sensation that you have that is, you know, more of an emotive thing than a physical thing, but it affects you in that physical way. You can feel the chill of the ocean. You can smell the brine from this thing as it moves. It's almost like through the power of the storm itself, you feel a connection to it, and that connection is madness. It's like literally, it is literally a force of nature. Because of that, it has a will, and that will is madness. So this elemental thing is being driven mad, and it's why it's doing what it's doing.
That's so cool. I think Azalea can definitely is definitely tapping in on that, like herself, feeling sort of that like chaotic energy, sort of primordial, like in her, but also seeing her friends in this very vulnerable situation.
Is that connection being reflected in Azalea right now? How is Azalea reacting to the chaos of the storm?
I think she's very calm because she's at sea, because she's in her home naturally. However, with all of the chaos going on around her, there's this fire being sort of ignited, this spark of just energy boiling, and almost boiling over, but she still has to remain calm, because if she doesn't, she could really hurt her friends.
True.
Or even herself, you know? So I think overall her emotional state is heavy, it's controlled, and it's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very instinctual to her. It could change at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Like the ebb and flow of tides. This is the same thing with this storm. Like you can feel the energy passing. You know, every time there's a lightning strike, it's actually reflected in your own eyes.
Yeah.
So yes, it's pretty crazy. So you are kind of actually feeding off of the energy of this thing, which is like maddening and exhilarating at the same time.
Absolutely. And this is sort of what she signed up for. She is the daughter of Krakens, and this is possibly a threat from her father or her mother, who knows? And she is taking this head on because that's what she signed up for.
Got it.
So, with that being said, I do want to try to rescue Ellie from the Kraken's tentacle. I do need a little help with the positioning of this, so I can only make sure that the Kraken takes damage. So I would like.
That's not going to be a problem. So here, your options would be to try and actually destroy the tentacle. Or you could. It would be an assisted roll to pull her from the tentacle. So it would be an athletics check to, with advantage to pull her free.
Okay, that makes sense. So
you
I
can
was
do
gonna.
either.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could cast Thunder Step and actually teleport into the space next to her, so I could grab her from there while doing damage to the tentacle.
Would it hit her as well?
No, so you would walk up first, Caitlin, then you would cast it, and she would teleport out with you, and then whoever's in the space around when you teleport away gets damaged.
Yeah, so I was here.
Well, bam.
Yeah, that's the parting fuck you.
Yeah, so I was over here, and that was
Yeah,
going to be my plan. Was
You can
walk
do
up.
that. You don't have to actually move your token. That's fine.
Okay.
Yes, you can do that. So you basically reach into this watery tentacle, and you grab Alithia, and you can thunderstep with someone. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant. That's excellent. So yes, you
bring
can
along,
do that.
Honestly, like so creative.
Creature within 5 feet must cast a spell out of your space. It has to roll something. Sorry.
It's probably a
DC
dex.
15 con
Dex
DC
save.
saving. Is it con or dex?
Con 15.
All right.
Yep.
Con it has. Dex. You need to be hitting this thing with like intelligence saves. Ooh, it was almost a 6, but yes, it saved. Still take half?
Yes, because it's a leveled spell.
Mhm.
And it would also activate your Heart of the Storm feature, Caitlin.
Yeah. Is
So it would do.
it's been a while
without-
since we've done this.
Yeah, so without a save, it would do 4 more points of thunder damage.
Yes.
Or you could do like I think you can choose actually.
Yeah,
You can choose
thunder or
the-
lightning damage. I'd probably do lightning damage. Yeah.
All right. So, describe how this looks, because basically, Alithia was presently caught in literally like coiled water. So Alithia was struggling and basically being engulfed by this tentacle. So you would have to like literally reach into the water of this tentacle, grab her, and then thunder step out. What did that look like? And how much damage did you do total? So it would take
Be 13 points of damage total, but 4 of that are lightning. I don't know if that does any more.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
so you would have, so from like where Charlotte was standing and we're kind of like where Casper is, like you would have just seen Azalea sort of, you know, battering this storm, standing her ground, but like rocking around quite a bit. And in this moment, she sees this opportunity to sort of just teleport into this space where Ellie is. And going up against a Kraken is something that Azalea is not necessarily keen on doing, but it is sort of her destiny and it is sort of her life story in front of her. So to see someone she knows and cares about in this situation that she has brought on seemingly herself, she is feeling that responsibility and also that connection to her friends. So it's a quick movement of motion, of hair, of like just electricity as she is reaching her body, and just quickly you hear this clap of thunder perfectly in the background as her and Ellie are just sort of battering out of this Kraken's grip. And it's certainly not something Azalea was expecting to reach into and touch today. I don't think she ever expected to have to be in contact with such a monster, but she's safe and her friend is safe too, and that's what's important for her.
All right. So literally, the area that that Ilithia occupied within this tentacle's watery depths just immediately collapses in on itself, and is replaced by this, you know, sharp white light as a bolt of lightning just snaps at the space where you guys were. You thunder step backwards, and you can see there is an explosion of water from the thunder that quickly recoalesces into a tentacle. But that was actually quite brilliant. All right.
Scary.
No, good job. But now I need to roll for... Can I have a D6, exclamation D6 in the chat, please? So that I can operate the crew, what the crew is doing. Crew is currently working on... Let's see. Oh god, did somebody play it? Somebody play it. Damn hard. Yes. Ah. Chibi, you're fired. So Bob the Kraken. Bob, we're going to call it Bob the Pseudo Kraken. Or, in this case, Wet Bob. So there you go. Bob the Pseudo Kraken. Card has been completed, you weirdo. Alright. What did we get for the roll? 4.
Wow.
Those ticks. So, the crew is about halfway to securing the sails. We move back to the top of Ileana. Ileana is also going to particularly add to it. So, Ileana. Thank you. Let's check. So, what we do there. Good enough. Ileana is going to continue to sails. Another one. So yes, the sails are being managed very well at this moment. That takes us over to Charlotte.
Here we go. Okay. Charlotte, on her previous turn, took 2 slashes at the tentacle. But she's going to see that Alethea is now freed, and she knows the power that Azalea has in this situation. And while she's blading, and obviously a lot of you have seen this before during combat, but her motions are very fluid. It's almost like she's in a dance. And you see she's protected kind of by this magical aura, but those patterns, those normal patterns that you've seen, start to change and become more distinctive, as if she's performing a certain dance, and you can't help but feel captivated by whatever she's doing in this moment, despite the chaos that's ensuing around her. And you see eventually this 5-foot diameter arcane sigil on the floor of the ship kind of light up in this blue light and kind of encase Charlotte in this cylindrical blue light. And Azalea specifically, as you watching this, you feel so inspired and motivated and energized, and this warm kind of feeling passes through your body. And Charlotte's gonna cast Briar Song's Dance of Fates, which is her own new spell. And basically what you get to do, Caitlin, is you get a full turn again before your next turn.
Oh, cool.
You get movement, action, and bonus action again as this kind of dance captivates you and inspires you. So you'll get that once I finish my turn. But
Oh my god.
that's Charlotte's action. She can't really do much else as a bonus action because that's a spell. So yeah, she's kind of just put the onus onto you, and she just kind of looks back at you again, knowing the spell's taken effect, and she's just like, zap it with all you've got.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, that'll be Charlotte's go. She uses her new spell to give you an extra turn.
So does that happen immediately?
Yes.
All right. Well, before I move it on from Charlotte, then Azalea.
Hey.
Defying time. Stepping outside of it there for a minute.
Let's see. So nobody whatsoever is engulfed at all by this
Correct.
kraken in theory. Okay, just wanted to confirm
Correct.
before I go a little crazy.
I'm pretty sure you're about to go a lot crazy.
Yeah, I would say at this point, you know, having this almost as I would describe it, like primordial dance going on, and hearing like the waves, hearing the storms in the background, the maelstrom. I mean, Azalea is truly at her most like arcanic peak right now. This is where she was born. So seeing her friends in this situation, feeling this crazy tide around her, she's pissed that this thing just attacked her ship, her mission, her friends, and she is going to cast Chaos Bolt.
What level?
Level 4.
Damn.
And she rolls lightning on it for 18 damage, and then I have the plus 4 lightning damage to it.
Nice. Okay, so that will actually, hold on. Looks like it's a total of 22 damage.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yes. Oops, don't ignore that. Ignore that. Sorry. I was trying to put my spell slot in.
Okay, that actually drops another tentacle. Just barely. So the one that was holding Alethea now just kind of like evaporates. Like when you hit it with the lightning, it literally just kind of ignites. The like almost like hitting it like a fast burning wick. Just the lightning traces up the length of the tentacle, and that just kind of like almost like a bubble just pops, and the remaining water of the tentacle just joins the rest of the rain and just kind of falls, like literally just loses any shape or form, and goes bye-bye. Okay. All right. Anything else that you'd like to nuke? Do?
You'd still have a bonus action.
Yeah, I was gonna check my bonus actions really fast.
You could also quicken spell a cantrip to make it a bonus action if you wanted to do that.
Always forget about the quicken spell. Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So quicken spell a cantrip as a bonus action. Is that how you said it? Did I say that?
Yeah,
right?
it makes an action spell into a bonus action. You've already cast a leveled spell, so you can only cast a cantrip. So yeah, it just turns a cantrip that's normally an action into a bonus action.
Yeah, I think I would definitely. I think she would definitely be feeling that energetic pull to do something along those lines. Do I have to do anything to quicken my spell, or just like tell you guys I'm quickening it?
You spend 2 sorcery points, I believe, to quicken spell.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, and then she would definitely go ahead and cast. I don't know if I want to cast that.
What might that be? What are you trying to
I was
cast?
thinking about casting lightning lore, but I don't want it to get close to me. I don't want it to grip me.
So at this point, they can reach you, since it's if it's just a good damaging spell, go for it, because they can get to you anyway.
Fair. Okay.
They can reach anywhere on the deck that you're on.
That's fair. Yeah, so then I would definitely cast lightning lore. They have to be within 5 feet of where I'm standing.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can do that. And you'll just basically like pull in one of the tentacles towards you.
15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Awesome.
What do we got for damage?
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also 15.
I think, yeah. I don't have any other things to roll, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Lightning
it
says right
is.
here
Oh,
that
it's DC 15 strength save, and it's doing the 15
but
damage.
on the bottom it says.
Yeah, it is 15 damage. Yep, you are correct.
Yeah. You'd also
Get the 4.
So you basically literally just stretch out with your hand. Lightning just stretches out, fires off from your hand, hits this thing, and you literally just kind of using the lightning just kind of pull the tentacle towards you. It's kind of breathed in electricity as it descends back towards you. Okay. And is that it for Charlotte / Azalea?
Yes.
We'll call that. You need to just name it Charzalia. That's
it, yeah.
because
Yeah, what
that's
is
the name of
their
the spell?
I think that's the ship name.
What is their
Charzalia.
celebrity? Their celebrity couple name? Is it Charzalia?
Yeah, Charzalia.
Yeah.
Charzalia works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Well, it would have been what? Ocelot?
True. I was thinking, we can go through.
I
the
kind of
options,
like Ocelot.
but I guess the other options. You know what?
do
I kind of
their
like
last
Ocelot
names.
because it sounds like Ocelot.
Ocelot sounds
Oh,
like
yeah,
a forgotten
they're
Australian
Ocelot,
animal.
It does. That's cool.
It's like you're an Ocelot.
I could call it like a night song, I guess.
That's cute.
Wind song.
Nice.
Oh God. Well, there's a ship name, if ever I've heard one, by the way. Lithia, you are no longer drowning, my darling. And
Well-
the tentacle that was trying to do so has dipped beneath the waves once again.
Okay. So she's just gonna be coughing for a second, like I did a second ago when I almost died from a coughing fit myself.
Way to RP.
I know. It actually almost happened. That exact moment. I will just turn furiously towards one of the other tentacles, and I think Oz will kind of see, like, Lithia's eyes will, like, flash for a second, like, they shine for a second, and then she's just gonna start whacking on one of the tentacles.
I smell a smite. Have at.
Ooh, that was a natural 18 for 26 to
Oh,
hit.
you made that
Let's
squealing
go.
noise. I'm like, did you just crit? Like, God
I know.
damn it.
I
No,
was so waiting
I
for her to say
wish.
crit.
It was my first time rolling above a 10 this session. I'm
It's like
proud.
fucking Alithia just comes and one-shots the Kraken.
Pretty cool.
It's like, I quit as Dungeon Master. I'm sorry.
That's it. I quit.
10 points
That's
of
fine.
damage.
That.
Second attack. Okay, natural 17 to hit. Nice.
Pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll actually smite on this one. That's fun. Do a second level smite, cause I can, which is, let me look at, where am I? It is 3. 8. 8.
3d8 on a second level, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm smart, you guys. I know D&D.
You literally said the answer. I was just telling it. You got it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Nice.
That's 22 total.
I can see it. I already put it in there.
Okie dokie. And then
There's
bonus
no way that crack is living through.
bonus action, I twirl my scimitar around and I whack him again.
Yeah.
Does you like that double-bladed action?
Triple attack.
Yeah. It's a 23 to hit.
That misses.
And for my bonus action, it's just 1d4.
You hit it through the ship. Break the ship to get to it. What do we do for damage on that total?
It's a 1, but I can reroll a 1 because of Great Weapon Master. So I'm just gonna reroll that one.
Well, isn't that great?
That's a 3, so that's 3 points of damage.
An additional 3. Okay.
An additional 3.
All right.
Math.
I'm just gonna stay close to Oz. Just
All
go
right.
like, thank you. I'll
Can
just
I
pat you on the arm.
get a D4 in the chat, please?
So get off your act. Let's do some math. Math.
Exclamation D4. Exclamation D4. Can I get an exclamation D4? Ooh, 3 of you are getting attacked this turn.
Wunderbar.
It's focusing on
So,
you
do
guys
they-
and not the ship.
The
What's that?
tentacles
Pissed
have
off.
like a. Do they roll to like? Can we potentially be like dexterous enough to get it away from it, or do they just?
It's just like you guys, it's an attack. And I'm having them just roll to see how many of the tentacles are attacking the ship and how many are attacking you guys. So you can blame who, Robert.
So it's like a auto attack.
It's
if
it's
it-
basically assaulting. So because it's a kind of an environmental, the way I have it set up is an environmental thing. It's attacking the environment as well as those on it. So in this case, it just so happens that tentacles, 3 of the tentacles are attacking you guys.
I'm just asking to see if I could like react against it. Basically, I have a reason.
Do you have
That's-
something? Well, I haven't even attacked you
I
yet.
have like I have a reaction debuff that I could potentially use.
Well, you could do that to one
How
of
do
the
you- 'cause
tentacles, if that's what you want to do.
So
I
I-
haven't even designated who they're attacking yet.
I know, but I just wanted to, because I wasn't, because you know some monsters they're just like their attacks automatically just hit because it's like this giant kraken and it is like part of the environment. So I wasn't even sure if it was rolling to.
It is rolling to
like,
hit.
again.
Yes. Yeah, it is rolling to hit.
Okay, thank you. I'll wait until you do your thing. I
Okay.
just want to ask.
Okay. You're trying to keep what you're trying to do a secret. I get it. So it is an attack roll that I'll be doing, if that matters to what you're doing.
Okay, cool.
So it is
She's
an
just
attack
keeping
roll.
us. She's just keeping us secrets.
Yep. Well, Casper, man,
It really isn't much of a secret, but
friendly ghost, but a very, very protective and private ghost. Okay. So I need to determine who gets attacked. I'm going to see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So, Lithia, you're getting attacked.
oh,
Another one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Try your best.
And Lithia again. Lithia twice.
Okay, cool.
Fucking hell, Matt.
But question: are we saying that everyone is like within 5 feet of each other, or like?
Everyone is generally within range of each other if you need to. I'd say if you have something that has a range of like 30 feet, you can call it and say yes.
Oh, if the Kraken is attacking Charlotte, and she's within 5 feet of me, Sentinel.
Yo. Oh.
Evens or odds?
What?
You mean evens or odds? Evens. Here, we'll do it this way. Evens,
Okay.
you are, and odds you're not. Let's see. I'm gonna put it out there so you can see it. You are. So you can.
Nice.
You can Sentinel.
Okay, Sentinel.
Okay. Sentinel does what? Just stops it, right?
No, if it attacks a creature that is within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to make an attack against it. Doesn't mean I negate the attack on
Gotcha.
Charlotte.
Okay. So yes, you will be able to attack the one on Charlotte. So go ahead and make your attack because it's as a reaction
Okay.
while I make my attacks.
Okay.
So I will start with Charlotte.
Team
um,
hits,
That
right?
hits. What's that? What did you say? Let me
me.
say something? Yeah. You good?
So I wanted to use cutting words on one of the, like, I wasn't sure if I was able to like see what their roles were first, or if I just
What does
does it
cutting words
pick
do?
one to use. So I can choose the monster that's rolling like damage, ability check, or whatever, and I can use an inspiration die to roll against it. So like I will roll my bardic inspiration, and it will take away what I get. So like if it is rolling against, or so if it's trying to attack Charlotte, and it like gets a
So I think you
I
probably
can,
have
like,
to
roll
do that
Bardic
before I tell whether it's successful or not.
before you.
I'm pretty
it says,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the wording on it is you can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the GM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails. So technically, Matt can tell you what the outcome is, but what the dice roll is, but before he says whether it hits or it doesn't, you need to then make the executive decision.
Well, I don't
to
have to
use
tell
the-
her what the roll is. At all. Whether it succeeds or not. I make the roll,
Yeah.
and you get to decide whether or not you want to actually use it.
Mhm.
I have made the roll.
It's a damage roll, or is it? Oh, it's like an attack roll.
It's
Attack
off your
roll.
Actually,
attack
Charlotte,
roll,
your
yeah.
AC is pretty high.
Yeah, use it on Alethea if you're going to use it.
Oh, okay. I'll use it on Alithia.
All right, so you're gonna hold it for Alithia. I rolled
Yeah.
a natural 20 against you, Charlotte.
I will silvery barbs the living hell out of that. Because I am not taking that. I am not taking that. So you'll have to roll that again. And what she'll do is she'll spin the barbs from the tentacle and move them onto Alithia as well. So you get advantage on your next attack, ability check, or saving throw.
On who what?
So silvery barbs makes you roll again, and then I can also basically give someone a buff that I want to as part of the spell, which I give to Alithia.
Okay. Roll number 2.
If you're doing that on Alithia, then I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait for this last person.
So you guys don't see these rolls, but they can see them at home.
Oh.
So like they can actually see
Yeah,
the
I'm
rolls that
not-
I've made. In this case.
Yeah, I'm not gonna check.
So yes,
I'm just
the
gonna use it on
silvery
the last person.
barbs
Final.
has effectively turned the natural 20 into a natural 2.
You got me worried there, Matthew.
You should have been worried. You should have been worried in that case. Okay, so Alithia, you can make your attack against the one that just attacked Charlotte.
It was a 15 to hit.
Yep. Yeah, that is
11 points
11
of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that. I'm like sitting there watching you debate this, like, should I use this on this one or not? And I'm just kind of like,
Well, I was like so sure beforehand that I was gonna be able to see the rolls. So now I'm like, okay, which one? But she used silvery barbs, which means.
I'm like, oh shit! Of all of the times that you wanted to use that, this is
I'm
probably
trying-
that time.
Yeah, I know. I'm
like, oh shit!
so I. So
Okay.
I should.
All right, so it does end up missing you, and gets takes a shot for it for the better part of it, and 2 of them are now attacking Alithia.
That's very fair. Deserve that.
They're fighting over tearing you apart and drowning you.
Oh my gosh.
Does a 26 hit you?
Jesus.
Oh, it does. It does indeed.
Okay. Well, you said you were using your reaction against, you said you were doing it for Alithia. I know I announced it, but you did already say you were using it.
I recall saying I was using it for the third person. Final answer.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Here we go. But one of them will hit. And I don't think that. 14 does not hit you, right? Okay. So one of them does hit. That is 26 cold damage, and you are again engulfed.
Yeah, I think I must have gotten confused and then just not. Did Alithia get attacked twice? Did, like,
Yes.
2?
Well, 2 different tentacles.
I'm just gonna call that an L on my part. We're just gonna not use cutting words this round.
Well, did you want to? Like, well, at this
No,
point,
it's done. I
so
failed. I failed. Yeah,
fine.
It's over.
This is fine. This is fine. Nobody needed an Alithia
This is
around
fine.
anyway.
Everything's fine.
She's gonna go swimming. So, wait a minute,
Yeah.
Alithia, are you wearing
Yeah,
a cloak
I
of
wanted to go swimming.
the manta?
Yes.
Then you're not drowning.
Oh, that's fun. For me.
You are
Well, I'll just attack
currently
from inside the tentacle, you guys. I'm fine.
Because the cloak of the manta ray also gives you the ability to breathe
waving.
water. So you are not currently drowning. But you can't use the swim speed to swim out of the water. Doesn't exactly work that way in this case.
I can like see through. I can still see my friends.
You could you could see anyway. There obviously it's like you're looking through running water, but yes. You know. So there is the crack of a timber as one of the yard arms breaks loose from the other tentacle. So nothing to the hull yet that you can hear, but there is some damage in the actual rigging. Sails seem to be intact, but the timbers of the actual masts are starting to break. Okay. So that's it. Lady Cardia.
She's panicking. She's watching. She thought that she was drowning for a second for sure. But then remembered she had the Cloak of Manta Ray, so kind of calmed down. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds at a level 3 spell slot. For 23 points of damage, or healing to reverse the damage done to Alithia.
Oops, accidentally.
Oops, I did 23 damage.
Yeah, I said it caused harm. Shit.
Shit, may I also use Revivify? Like, I'm sorry, I panicked. I thought you were drowning. I thought this would help. So yeah, she's gonna slap her with some Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep. I'm just seeing what else I was thinking of one other thing, but I don't think I can do that because it's not. Okay, that would be it.
Okay. Gaspel, the friendly ghost.
All right, we're gonna see if I can hit it this time, and he's gonna get into his martial arts stance, and try and give it like the old 1-2. Let's see.
Oh come on,
Roll?
you're a bard as well, so this has got to be like some capoeira shit. You're like dance fighting stuff.
Oh no, it's absolutely it's gorgeous. Okay, 15. So I'm pretty sure that does hit.
Yes,
So,
yes, 15 does hit.
So we're gonna roll the damage, and then because I have my magic claws, that doesn't have extra d6 every time I hit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll that. So +1 there, and my second action, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's see if that hits. 13. That I'm pretty sure does.
That hits. Yeah, 13 hits.
Okay, and then I'm gonna roll the damage for that. Plus the d6. Awesome, and then I'm gonna use a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Yeah, you are. What does that even mean? Flurry of blows on a bard.
Flurry of Blows.
Bard?
So,
What?
every time I take the attack action, I can spend 1 key point to do another 2 unarmed strikes.
Instead
As a
of
bonus
1
action.
as a bonus action, yes.
Instead of 1 as bonus action.
Yep.
That one should hit. Roll that. And I am assuming I'm allowed to add the d6 to that because it's a hit.
For what? The you activated
For
the
the bonus
tattoo,
action?
right?
Unarmed strike? Yeah. Because it
Does
says
it
on
only-
hit I can add a 1d6.
Does it say for every one of them?
Let me double check. That's what I read, but if not, we can take away
Just
one
to
of the
just to
d6s.
make sure. Just to make sure.
In addition, your melee attacks deal an extra 1d6 force damage on hit. Once used, this bonus action can be used. Oh, okay. So take away the d6s.
Okay.
I know that I just ruined your math, but take away
No,
the d6s.
no, you didn't.
I
I know how much I know how much it was, so. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I still have one more bonus flurry attack.
Yep.
Let me go back to my actions here. Oh, that one does not hit.
Okay.
But I can still use a key point. Oh, okay.
To try and stun.
to try and stun, but before that I do that, before I use a key point on that, because I have Way of the Open Hand, if I use Flurry of Blows, I can choose a, some sort of status thing. Let's see. I can either make it go pro.
It won't prone. You pretty sure won't work here.
Okay. Okay, so the other option is to push it 15 feet away, which is not.
Probably also
Which is
not
not
going
really-
to really.
Or it can't take a reaction until end of your next turn. So I'll do that one. So
Sure.
it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn.
You slap fought it. Now it's feeling.
Slapped it. And I don't know if I want to use a key. Let me look at how many key points I have. I just used.
You have a number of key points equal to the level of monk that you are.
Yeah, so I just used one for flurry. How
Spent one last turn
what's this
for
what's this
stun.
looking? Yeah, what's this looking? I don't know if I want to fuck it. Let's try and stun it. That's what the monk is all about, is trying to stun this thing.
DC
So
15,
DC
like the last one.
DC 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us see. Yep, I got a 16.
Motherfucker.
Dang it. That's okay.
Well, it's Constitution.
Wait.
This thing has.
This is
Oh,
what I
okay.
said in the round table map. This is what I'm saying on the round table
I
map.
know. I know. This is a rather gargantuan thing. So Constitution's a plus for it.
All right. Okay. Wait, unless. No, it doesn't work. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay. All right, that takes us back to the Storm Child herself, Azalea.
Certainly does. Can you refresh my memory? Was Ellie caught or was Ellie not caught?
Alethea is currently grappled.
Currently grappled. Okay,
Again.
that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Shake my head.
They really like Alethea today.
No. Okay, so in terms of like assisting Ellie out, is that something Oz can do like as an action?
Yes, that would be your action. You could try and pull her free.
And that would be
With
a
advantage.
athletics check, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Also,
With advantage.
just a note, you've seen Alethea like teleport before, like just zap away from one location to another.
Yeah, no, I'm more just like curious because I want to
Okay.
fuck this Kraken up, and I don't want to fuck Ellie up.
Yep.
No, you
Well,
can you
that's
can hit
more
this
than one
without hitting
tendril,
her.
though.
I just got
Oh,
some
okay.
healing damage, so I'm good on that.
Healing
fair, that's-
damage. I took some healing damage.
Here for.
Okay, so in that case, then I was hoping to hit it, the Kraken with lightning lore again, but I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah,
won't
no, you can.
hurt Ellie. Okay, I'm so scared to like.
And
Not
actually,
hurt.
you're gonna hit the one that has Alethea.
Do I
You can. I mean, there are other ones, but I'm just saying. Yeah, that's the closest one to you.
yeah, I would probably hit that one because I'd want to get her like. She'd be my priority at this point.
Good.
Azalea, I'm gonna fuck him up, Nightwind.
Yep,
Ugh!
that checks out.
2d8s, it's a 3.
Plus your Stormborn thing, right?
Yeah, which is 4.
Okay. Right. And that actually dissipates the I'm gonna actually need Alethea, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Roll the natural one.
Oh. Okay. Well, first and foremost, the positive side.
Was meant to roll bad.
Well, yeah, it was bound to happen eventually. So on a positive note, the lightning lure dropped another tentacle. Happened to be the one that Alithia was in. The tentacle's above the water. I'm giving you, instead of just having you automatically fall into the water, I wanted to give you the chance to actually save to remain on the deck. Which means, yeah, with your natural one, you go into the drain. So you fall into the fall overboard.
Oh my god! No.
But you know, hey, on the upside, you ended up taking out one of the tentacles. Again, I can't say anything about the last part, but yes. So you are. I'm just gonna put you over here for now, because you are now swimming. On a positive note for you, though, with the cloak of the manta ray, you have swim speed and can breathe underwater. So, what you do get a glimpse of is the enormity of this elemental creature. It does resemble a kraken, and it's kind of it's weird. It's like looking at jelly in a water. Like if you know something that was made of gel sitting in water, like those gel beads. Have you ever seen like the gel beads that you put in for plants and shit like that? It kind of resembles something like that the way you're looking at it. So that the physical form of this kraken exists in the water, but separate from it. So you can actually sort of see its form by the displacement it creates in the actual natural water around you. And it's kind of ghostly and weird, but you definitely see that it is mimicking a kraken. And it is basically kind of like hugging the bottom of the ship as the tentacles are reaching around. Okay. And I think that's it for you, right, Ozzy?
Yeah.
You had enough nuking this thing?
Yes, and my friends too.
That takes Ileana. Yeah, since she's not here, I'm not going to have her fight. I'm going to have her add to the sales. So she will actually reduce the sales number to 0 for her action. So the sails have all been pulled in. So the ship is now actually not rocking as much, and is mostly just on the motion of the waves itself and not being pulled by the wind. So the sails are now currently safe. So that has been completed.
Okay.
Charlotte, that's you.
Hello, I am me.
Hello.
Still plenty of tentacles to attack.
There are 3 that you can see that are still laying waste to the ship.
Hmm. Altitude. Okay.
You would have seen Alithia go overboard.
No, so I was trying to look if I can help Ellie. Fortunately, Ellie's a very capable woman. She'll have to help herself.
I will tell you this, though, Alithia, something that you need to take into account is the ship is still moving, and you are on a storm-tossed sea, so...
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, now you're trying to...
Don't worry, Alithia.
I'll just die. It's fine. I'll just die.
Well, I mean, you're not really gonna die. You can breathe underwater and swim, so long as you wear that cloak, so...
Oh, I checked the
Just
item,
means you live
and
here now.
it's true. I live here now, but it takes an action to put the hood up and activate that stuff.
True, but it'll stay up for however long it needs to. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Charlotte kind of look a little bit with the panic, seeing Alithia go overboard, and just say, "Can somebody help her? I don't think I can do anything." And then she'll focus back up again. You've seen this move before, where she spins the kind of dagger out, drops it in front of her, and it like kind of almost magically sinks into the floor, and then she takes that same hand as the grimoire flies out to the front of her, places it inside the grimoire, and pulls out the shadow blade. She'll cast shadow blade at 3rd level. So she's dual wielding now the shadow blade fairly finally, and she will go to town with the shadow blade on one of the tentacles. So I may as
I just wanted to see
I'm
something.
gonna green flame blade as well. I know it's resistant to the fire damage, but I may as well. So yeah, this is a shadow blade with green flame blade activated. So that wouldn't be a 15. I clicked the wrong button, so it would technically only be a 14, but that still hits. Okay, so it's 3d8 plus 7. So it takes 21 points just from the shadow blade alone. That's psychic damage. And then it's going to take...
Psychic, okay, cool.
Yeah, because shadow blade's psychic.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So 21 points from the shadow blade, and then the green flame blade will do an extra... How does that show up? Oh, 10. So it's 2 points of fire damage, which I'm guessing gets reduced to 1 to the one that she just attacked, and then the flames will leap from that one onto the adjacent one for an extra 4. That's already halved for you because it was 8. Oh, and then plus my spell attack modifier, so it would be 8 actually, because that's 4.
Okay, got it.
And then second attack. This time not green flame bladed, but with the shadow blade again, just because it does more damage. This one, basically this. That's a natural. Yeah, it's a 19 to hit. 3d8 again plus 7. 25 points of damage. Yeah,
And
shadow
this is
blade.
all. This is psychic, right?
All psychic damage. Yeah.
Okay. That'll actually drop another tentacle. That's enough to drop another tentacle, just barely. Let's go with another one. Well done, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Is that it?
That'll be all, sir.
Alithia, you find yourself alone in the ocean with like 25-foot swell waves going up, down, more importantly, drifting away from the ship.
Okay. How high is the ship?
The water line off of from the hold, 15? No, this is a galleon, 20. It's 20 feet up.
I think Ellie's just gonna sit in the water for a second and just go, "Fucking boats. You can never trust them." Aleria and I were right. Don't trust boats. I'm going to cast Misty Step.
Okay.
I'm going to bump myself back on the ship.
Okay. So, yes, that'll be 30 feet. You just barely, kind of crest over the top a little bit, in onto the ship itself. I'm going to put you right there.
Okay,
So
and
you
there's...
boop, and you're back.
Okay. And there's a tentacle near me.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my actions, and I'm gonna whack him.
You're going to whack them?
I'm gonna whack him.
Whack?
That is a fucking natural 20, baby.
Oh shit! This thing's done.
It casts silvery barbs on you, and I think you should probably, on just moral grounds alone, re-roll that. Maybe.
No. It's annoying.
See, that's
It's
just said
annoying.
as you're just gonna all right, I'm gonna roll low, and it just won. You just need one natural 20, and it goes stupid. Go for it.
Okay, remind
for
me
it.
what I have to do again. Well, of course, smite.
Max plus roll.
Okay, so 3d8,
Brutal.
8 times 3. I can't. My brain can't math anymore.
So what are you doing? Because I can help you out. So you're doing what type of smite are you doing?
Second level smite, which is 3d8, which is 24 max,
Yep.
and then my max on my weapon is
8.
13.
Sorry, I'd say from the dice. Yeah, because it's 2d4.
2d4 plus 5, so that's 13.
Yeah. No, I wasn't including the 5. Yeah.
Okay, and then I have to roll. Okay, let me just...
Don't unmath her. What's wrong with you?
Don't disturb the math!
The math must flow.
Okay, that is... max? That's 13. Another 13.
This is
And then
gonna
I
be
have
stupid.
to roll my 3d8.
So 23 plus 13 plus 13, that's 50.
I have everything written down. I can math. Later. It's another 13.
Fucking hell.
So that's 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 24 is 63 points of damage.
Needless to say, one of the other tentacles goes away.
Cool.
There's one tentacle left.
Well, I will, because that was my first attack, I'll use my second attack to hit that one.
Mm.
Yeah. See, that's the face. That happens to me internally every time she swings her weapon, Amy. The face that you just made. I die slowly. Yeah, that
that's
hits.
That's 13 points of damage.
It's still alive. It's still alive.
Oh my god.
Now,
Yeah.
it's my turn. Ellie just looks wet and angry.
Badass as fuck, apparently.
Okay. So. Alright, evens or odds? So evens, I'm gonna roll a d4. Evens, it attacks the ship. Odds, it attacks you guys. Evens or odds? Here we go. It's attacking the ship. So there is a... Let me, roll that beautiful bean footage. Well, that was sad, but there is some cracking underneath, and yes, you hear somebody from down below, man the bilges. There is a break somewhere in the hull, so they're taking on water.
Oh.
It's just the one fucking tentacle now. I wonder why. Lady Cardia.
Hi, I'm here. My freaking continuous battery is just broken.
That's okay.
And my other one is almost charged, and then maybe I'll find my webcam over the break. Okay. So
Which we will be taking very shortly.
okay. So where was the thing I was gonna do? So lady is, I mean, this thing is almost dead, yeah?
Theoretically, there's only one tentacle still really interacting with anything.
Interesting. Because I was gonna help people, but then I realized if this thing is almost dead, I'm gonna slap it.
You should cast harm on Ilithia again.
I cast harm on Alithia. Just kidding.
Come on, join the other side. Be the best player on my team.
Oh shoot! I should have done that. Okay. I had a cool move, but I was supposed to do it for my. It's like what does this say? What does this say? It's branding smite. So it says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends. So like, hear me out, Matt. If it's a bonus action, and if this is not how it works, it's okay. If I cast the bonus action first and then hit it, does that count?
That's what you do.
Yep. You can.
Oh, well, I knew that. I was just making sure to explain it to the
You can do
audience.
your bonus action first.
You're just teaching people, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to everybody.
The only thing where like that kind of a thing matters is the reaction, because the reaction is literally in response to some other stimuli. Something has to trigger it. So that's the only thing that really matters in order. So you can do your bonus action and your normal action in any order you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do branding smite, and I'm gonna just go for it.
Smites.
I know, and I'm gonna do it at a 3rd level. So when I attack, I get 3d6 on top of it.
Jesus.
So I would like to attack and do my 3d6 on top of it.
Okay.
That's my butt baby.
Okay, so with the 3d6, I have to write one more. Okay, so there's 13 damage, and then where do I roll my attack damage? Lady never attacks with her weapon.
Well, did you actually roll the attack?
I guess maybe not.
You should probably do that first. So whether or not it actually hits.
Is that... I don't think Lady has ever attacked with her weapon ever,
Do
so
you have
I'm
it
not...
even equipped?
Yeah, I have that equipped. The Trident of Fish Command, my melee weapon.
What is that? What you well, you didn't actually attack with the. Oh, okay. So you roll. You just. It looks like you just rolled the damage.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, Lady has
that's
never.
okay.
Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so the first number is like, you know, where your trident is. The first thing, what do you have? Like a plus. You're buff, so you have like at least some kind of a bonus for the trident.
I have a +1.
So that's what you're gonna actually
Roll
click
that?
on. So yeah, you have to click on that to see
Does
if you
a
actually
18 hit?
Yes, that actually hit.
Okay, now the rest of it counts.
Okay, you got it. There you go. So yes, you do hit with the Trident of Fish Command for 22 damage, it looks like, total.
That's math.
Okay. And okay, well, what does it look like? Finish it.
So this is not technically how this trident works, but more imagine that this is what's going on in Lady's mind, because it is a magical weapon. So she just like she didn't even realize necessarily that Alethea made it back overboard. She's very blinded by the fact that she went overboard to begin with and just sees like the one tentacle remaining, and gives like a very adorable, very tiny war cry. But to her, it's like a roar. To everybody else, it's like, yeah! But to her, it's like, Duh! And she charges at it with her little fish trident. And again, this is not how the Trident of Fish Command actually looks or works, but in Lady's mind, she can see like little fish almost like swimming around it, like guiding her right where she needs to go. And she directly just like sticks it as deep as she can into the tentacles. And while it's inside of it, the weapon starts to glow with the astral radiance, striking with it, and it explodes the tentacle basically.
That's accurate. So yes, it will burst. Now, because of its radiance and because it's Lady Cardia, when it pops with that light and it you know, the now formless water of the tentacle begins to rain down, you're all looking up there, and like I picture you like flying up, stabbing it, because you have fly speed. It's like punk and like pops, and in that burst of light, you, for you know the briefest of moments, a rainbow appears from the radiance of Lady Cardia's attack. So the smite actually creates a nice rainbow effect as the water returns to normal. For my arcane people, you can actually take this opportunity to collect elemental water to add to your arcane materia for the purposes of scribing your scrolls. So that's pretty much, I think, just you, Charlotte. So you'd give me an arcana check.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would have to do it in order to try and collect the water before it returns to.
Got you. Okay, I'm gonna add a D4 to that with my Strixhaven. That's pretty low.
And we can come out of the boss fight music.
It's only 13.
13. All right, you managed to get 5 gold pieces worth.
What did you call it? Elemental water?
Yeah. So it's you can just add it as arcane materia, is what I've been telling people to add an entry in your inventory, and you just keep updating the value of it. You can add whatever notes you want to, or
and
you can.
It doesn't need to be a specific, like a spell specific to like water.
Right. So in other words, it's material that you could, because there is a gold value cost associated with scribing scrolls and things into your spell book. It only makes sense to me that you shouldn't have to just go and buy. You can only ever buy this stuff. This should be stuff that you as a caster and adventurer could find as part of treasure and or out in the wild actually get yourself. So basically it's anything that has magical properties that allow you to imbibe and or imbue inks and treatments to the spells, pages, etc., etc. So it's literally just a mechanic that I added to mitigate the cost of scribing things into your spell book. So
yep,
it's just my own thing and way of doing it, because it should be counted as treasure. Because you fucking mages, man, you are one of the most money sink classes in the game. So yeah, so there you go. So it'll allow you to utilize that stuff for anything, actually. You can use it as part of paying costs for creating magic item and or scribing scrolls. Anything that has a magical component cost for creation or scribing. So there. And that is the last of the tentacles. And once that last tentacle crashes, dissipates, and casts a beautiful and wonderful rainbow across the deck, the seas around you start to calm a little bit, which should actually give you some insight to the nature, or rather supernature, of the maelstrom. So let's take this back down to I'm going to do aboard ship, which is a lot quieter. But even though the waves have died down to maybe 10, 12-foot swells, it's not it's not like what it was, but even still there is the periodic, strike of lightning and clap of thunder off in the distance. And at any point in time, you can see, whether it's cloud to cloud or cloud to surface, off in the distance, there's the near constant flashes of light from lightning strikes just throughout this vast sky that is a massive cover of clouds. The winds are still fairly up, but it's not as bad as it was, and thanks to the remedy that was actually given to Casper by Miss Lily LeMay, the ship's cook, you are actually doing well. The ship, in its initial assessment, you know, the crew is just super busy running to and fro, back and forth, up and down. And you guys probably feeling like a fifth wheel at this point really aren't, I mean, you know, you offer your assistance, but the, you know, Captain Greygale steps forward. At the moment, there really isn't anything that y'all can do that you haven't done already. I mean, helping to defeat that that Kraken weird, as we like to call them out here. That went above and beyond, as far as I'm concerned. You have more than my thanks. I definitely owe you for what you just did. I wish I could say that is a rare occurrence. I mean, I wouldn't say it's exactly common, and they're not usually that large. But if you haven't gathered by now, the nature of the maelstrom, at least as far as we've been able to determine, is pretty elemental. It is, and I don't mean just that it is obviously, you know, beyond the colloquial terms for nature itself. I mean, it draws a lot of its power from the elemental planes. Mostly air and water. But there are metaplanes, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really... You'll have to ask the doc. He's the brain of the operations and this historian, lore keeper. Oh, and if you need, you know, wounds tended, he also does that. He's going to be busy for a while because he is also the ship's carpenter.
Right.
Always found that odd, by the way, that both the carpenter and the ship's doctor tend to hold the same position. But, yeah, Doc used to be a shipwright, so he'll have this, us back in, running in no time.
And that's Dr. Grimes you're talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, Doc Grimes.
Do you think maybe like something or someone sent this elemental to attack us, or it's just kind of chaotic and evil in nature?
Who can tell? Who can say? The maelstrom, it said, I mean, and I don't know if you can attest to this or not, as he gestures towards Azalea, you being the daughter of storms, the child of the Kraken-blooded, but in our lore, and I will say that I trucked to some of this myself, what we know is that the maelstrom is more than just a work of elements gone bad. It is a will of its own. It is almost I don't want to say necessarily malevolence either. I mean, it is elemental rage. Like, if you could turn a barbarian into a summer storm, I'm pretty sure you would get this. Granted, this is probably 100,000 barbarians that happened to, but well, you know how things go. When we don't understand them, we try and explain them using our own imaginations. Well, the imagination regarding the maelstrom itself, well, it's long, storied, and deep in history. So it's hard to sift and sort through rumors, conjecture, and actual experience. Because I'll be honest, there have been times where I'd hear something that sounds far too fanciful, and then I'd experience it in a way that I can't say that the stories that I heard are false. Can't necessarily prove their actual reality, but I've seen some shit out here. And if you were to ask me whether or not the Maelstrom is alive, I don't know. But I am definitely going to deal with it as I would any natural phenomenon. But I'm also going to plan for the fact that that phenomenon might actively hate me. So, just keep that in mind when dealing with anything. It could have been sent, but by who? By whom? By what? I couldn't tell you. Whatever guides this. I mean, if some of the wilder stories are to be believed, that, you know, at the heart of the Maelstrom is an actual titanic beast, a kraken that is supposed to be a, the child, a mortal child, if you could call it a mortal child of Ormagon itself, that existed before the time, that we started counting days, way back in the Age of Chaos. I mean, that's, again, I'm saying that's like the most, I think, far-fetched rumors that we've seen. I've never actually seen a kraken out here, other than things pretending to be kraken or want to be krakens. But I mean, there are others more scientific, people who study the secrets of Cimmerian, who think that the result of the Maelstrom is just a tear in the elemental planes, a tear between our world and the elemental planes of air and water.
Well,
and they war with each other.
I mean, that wouldn't be the first time we saw something like that. When we were back on the Isle of Tyrants, there was a tear there into the elemental plane of fire. So it definitely occurs and definitely exists. So it sounds like what you're saying is right, Gareth.
Huh. I've been saying a lot, and I don't know if it's necessarily right or not. All I know is that if you want to make a name for yourself in this world, the Maelstrom is probably one of the most dangerous, but most lucrative places to do just that.
Right. I mean, I probably should have, or we probably should have, maybe got this out already, but we're obviously looking for someone, as you know, and we have this compass that we're thinking is pointing towards who we're looking for. So if you've got a map of the Kraken Tide, it's probably best to get that out now, and then.
No, a map of the Kraken Tide Maelstrom. None exists with any accuracy worth trusting, because the things that you find in one day might be beneath the waves the next, and a year or 10 later suddenly reappear. The shoreline is constantly in flux, and well, let's just say the deeper you go in towards the center, the more dangerous it becomes. I guess you could say it becomes tempestuous.
So I'm guessing you still want the compass, though?
I'll take a look at it, yeah.
Okay. She'll take the amber necklace off herself. She speaks the command word Ozelia, and the contents of the necklace scatter out onto the table, which includes the compass. And she'll just look to Ozelia and just for like a look of confirmation, just to say, can we give this to this man?
And she would nod her head along, yes.
Okay. Charlotte would pick it up and pass it to him.
I see what you just DM'd me, by the way. Son of a bitch.
Oh, really? It's getting hot in here.
Entertain the crowd for a moment. I will be right back, Sammy.
Doobie doobie
Oh.
doobie doobie
Wait, are we doing
doobie
this-
doobie.
Is this happening
Are we
now?
doing this now?
What is
Wait, what?
happening?
Not exactly
search
now,
that.
but I'm going to grab it just in
Okay.
case.
We've hit one of
Guys,
our
1 second.
incentives.
That's great. I was reading
Oh,
chat.
no
You guys were
way.
talking about spicy stuff. I was like, I need to check if we reached this.
Is it one chip time?
They reached the goal.
We're gonna see him die. I mean, live.
Oh.
I mean, burn his mouth off. Is he's not there? He went to go get it. Have any of us
we
done the
have
one chip
that.
challenge? I have, and I thought I was gonna die.
Terrible.
Yeah, it literally was like yeah, I know the token's covering my face, but it's just gonna probably die again, so it's okay. I don't have makeup on today. Yeah, I ate it and it was like, okay, this isn't that bad. And then you just sit there and it's like, oh, that's weird that it's getting worse. Oh, and then it just doesn't stop getting worse. And I, like, at one point was, like, laying on my couch while stream was running. I was like, I need a second. And just, like, laid on my couch and was like, oh, my God. Oh, do I cancel stream?
Damn it. God damn
Yeah,
it.
and I'm pretty sure Mr. MP hit it for
Who did it?
this goal, maybe. But Mr. MP also hit it for my goal. So I think there's a theme here.
Who did the right thing for the worst possible reason?
Mr. MP.
Son of a nutcracker. So, I don't know if you are aware of how these work. So Pocky comes out with a new chip every year. So this is the latest one because they generally
I
come
didn't
out in
know that.
October. So this is the 2022 chip.
Oh my God.
Oh, good. This is my favorite. You can see it is still sealed.
God, the coffin packaging.
Yes, this is the one Pocky one chip challenge, the 2022 one. So I got this one at the end of last year, and this one is Reaper pepper and Scorpion pepper on a blue corn chip this time, since a blue one. I'm assuming that's why the packaging is blue. Like this was the first one that I did, and yes, I hold on to them because they're badges of honor and shame at the same time.
Caitlin.
So, thanks, Caitlin. That's
I'll be here all
kinda
week.
accurate. I'm gonna be like I'll eat this, and the dog in the fiery house, that will be my stomach, where that's my brain saying this is fine. It's not gonna be fine. This is not gonna be fine at all.
No.
So I will set this up because now I have to do it, and we hit our first goal. And thank you, Virla, for helping to set those goals and make sure that I suffer in the best way possible.
I'm here for.
Fuck. This one's Reaper pepper and Scorpion pepper. Reaper pepper. I've eaten Scorpion peppers. I can do it. But it's. Wait a minute. Okay. So, it's not that this is a blue corn chip, so that people know that you're actually doing it. This one turns your fucking tongue blue. So they know you're not faking it.
Oh.
So this one turns your tongue blue. So even
That's funny.
better, I can't wait. Mr. MP, thank you for the donation. It's going to go a long way to literally saving lives, even though you run the risk of ending mine. So I just wanted to put that out there and make sure that you feel both proud and guilty at the same time. So thank you. So yeah, apparently this one fucking turns your tongue blue. Nice. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be amazing. Well, look for that incoming, guys. That's on its way.
When are you gonna do it?
Not at the moment. Not in the middle of this stream, but I'll probably have to do like a separate stream where people can just fucking watch me suffer.
Yeah.
So, Jesus Christ. Well, you did it. You did it. And now on to the next one. What did we have? What do we have for the $1,000 goal? What did we set for that? Check that in a bit.
It is D&D the Basics Backstory 101.
Oh, okay, cool. That I would do. Yeah, I'll actually set that up as a something that I can have, and I don't know that I'll necessarily stream it. It might be like invite only for donations and stuff. We'll have to come up with something to make it like spicy, saucy. And we'll definitely, you have to be in that, Sammy, because I need to give people an example of what not to do, like how not to go overboard. Like, 1 to 2 pages is cool. Writing a small novella with a continuing journal might be a little bit extreme. I don't know. So
I don't think that's extreme.
So no, I'm not doing that right now. That will end stream. I'm telling you right now, that ends stream. If I do it right now, I'm done. Because you can't. It's not pretty. I sweat out of everywhere, and then I have to go pee fire. It's awesome. So yeah, I'm not doing it at the moment. So look at these people. Do it at the end. Do it at the end when you're leaving. No, I have to emotionally prepare myself for this fucking thing. I'm telling you right now. You'll see. Don't worry, you won't be disappointed when I do this. You'll get all of the glory. It'll probably end up as fucking TikToks and clips and stuff like that. But for now, let's get back to playing some D&D. Okay, Sammy. So you were about to ask a question regarding the maps, and you presented the compass. And Azalea, you did give permission, right?
Correct.
Okay. I love that whenever you talk, you enunciate with a knife.
Yes, that's the point. Because we were in initiative and we were in combat, so I wanted to be prepared.
Ha ha ha. The point? That's the point, huh? Look, this is literally the point. It's like, yeah, we're just having a normal conversation. Knife.
This is fine.
So, so yeah, he takes the compass from you, and he's, looking at it, and he's like, it looks like a normal Loadways compass. Is there something different about this one?
Oh, quite different. And she would show him the mechanic between Ileana and herself.
So, wait. Ileana is related to you?
Oh, yes, that's a whole nother... Yes, that is a whole nother thing, Captain.
So you're related to Captain Cheesepants?
That's one way to put it, yes. She, Captain Cheesepants and Rum Bum, they're my...
Why am I not surprised? The two of you... But wait a minute. She is a Bexani, so do you have this? So that means you have the same father, I'm guessing.
And
but this so okay. And he pulls from a case on his side. He pulls out a compass that looks, while not identical, is very, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And he opens it up, and he shows it to you, and the basically the arrow for his compass is pointing steadily in one direction. And you can give me it would be a survival check to see if you can just discern the direction that it is.
I give you guidance.
I have to find the right tab. There it is.
Tabs, all the tabs.
No, all the tabs. I'm so sorry. Did you say investigation or
survival?
Survival. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a D4.
That would be a 9? Wait, there it goes. Wait, go away. Sorry.
Mhm.
There we go. So it's a 7.
Total of a 7. You're not sure what the direction is, but it's obviously pointing, like it's static.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fixed point. If I were to look at this one, I mean, I would say it's broken, but I can see clearly that it's pointing between you. What I'm assuming is, and I don't know where she is on the ship, Captain Stinky Pants, and somewhere else. Almost kind of like, you can see even though yours fluctuates a little, it is still pointing relatively in the same direction as his compass.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely something. I would have thought that this was a corrupted or broken or improperly made Loadways compass. But I honestly, I don't know. This doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, these are only good inside the maelstrom. This is how we find our way in and out of the maelstrom. Loadways compass is made, well, they're actually quite expensive to get made, and there are a lot of people that try and make knockoffs and things like that, but this is a genuine compass, and it's made with a piece of elemental water at its center. And it has to be elemental water. That's the irony of which is you have to come to the maelstrom to collect said materials to make these compasses so that you can find your way back out of the maelstrom. So I couldn't tell you who the first person is that did that, but yeah, these compasses point to dead center. Their fixed point is the center of the maelstrom. So we, as navigators, can use these compasses to go in and out of the storms, because we obviously don't have access to the night sky and stars, so we have to rely on Loadways compasses. But this one is fixed on you and your family, your bloodline. Would you mind if I take a look at it, like under the hood? Well, have my doctor look at it?
Sure, that's fine. Yeah.
Trust me, I know I know my ways around these things, but I'll let him do all the delicate work, make sure that he puts it back together correctly. But for now, would you guys like to come and join me and share a drink? Raise a toast for the fact that my ship is not at the bottom of the maelstrom because of all of you?
So, yeah.
Good. I think I have a little bit of the winterberry still in stock from the last voyage. Probably supply some, and he heads back towards his ready room on the ship. And you can see there is a long table with a tablecloth pinned to it so that it doesn't slide anywhere. And you can tell that this tablecloth looks like it's made of scuffed canvas, giving it kind of a rough surface, giving it a little bit more texture so that things won't slide around on it. And as he's going by, he shouts out to one of the crew members to fetch Doc, tell him to join him in the ready room. When he's done, and he heads in, and you all come in. You can take a seat around the table. And he takes a step back into another room towards the aft of the ship, comes back with a full bottle. It is a dark opaque bottle that looks like fired clay, topped with a hand-carved stone topper in the shape and visage of a bear's head. and it is sealed with wax. And those of you who have spent any time in and around Gatestead, you recognize this. Well, Sammy, Charlotte definitely knows. You've seen this. It's very expensive. It's winterberry mead from Tiberia. So he pulls out a dagger and pops the, cracks the wax and pops off the stone bear's head and pours each of you a glass. Who's drinking?
May I?
Well, you kind of cut off there.
Oh, may I have a half?
Of course, I can give you a smaller shot. Absolutely.
Yeah, teeny tiny.
I don't know. I would have thought somebody with your clear constitution would be a little bit of a heavier drinker, but...
Well, the thing is like my strength and my constitution are very, very high, and my love for my friends is really, really big. It's, but it's me. I am very small, and then the rest of my digestive system, I believe, is very small. So, I wish
Fair
I'd
enough.
be drinking all night with you guys. And she kind of looks toward Ileana like, aha!
Although, and he pours you the little half cup, the half shot. He's like, although, to be fair, this stuff, and he glances lovingly at the bottle, is produced by people smaller than you.
She looks to Charlotte basically like, should I have more? I kind of want to.
Look, if you want to drink, I wouldn't put it past you after what happened. I will make sure I'm the sober one, and at least there's one of us who's sober, so you just go for it if you want. But I've seen you. Oh, I've seen you in some states though.
75%, please, sir.
He gives you a smile and a wink and doesn't quite top it off, but yeah. And he slides the glass back in front of you. Anyone else who's actually drinking?
Casper is probably gonna be like, I don't know if I should, because I just spent the last night with the porcelain throne, but I did just battle an aquatic monster of elemental.
That just means you have an empty stomach, and you need to fill it with something fine. And he pours a double and slides it across.
Thank you, sir. You understand me.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Azealia would definitely be having a drink.
Let's go.
Especially with what's going on in her future the next couple hours.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Lizzie to come back, because I get to explain to her why she's being called Stinky Cheese Pants. But I think she'll actually love it. So, so he pours a glass to anyone who wants it, and if you drink it, winterberry mead is both cooling. It goes down cool. It always has a cold feel to it. Like you can never get warm winterberry mead. It doesn't exist. Probably some of the magical nature involved with the winterberries themselves. But it is a warming drink, kind of like a spiced rum or something like that. So when you drink it, it makes you feel warm in your core, kind of like coming in that first time that you sit down in front of a fire during a long winter's evening. So it's cooling and comforting at the same time. And Captain sits quietly, enjoying the drink, just kind of like sniffing it and sipping it like he's drinking a fine wine, when the door suddenly and unceremoniously opens, and in steps an individual, tall, lean human with fair to ruddy skin, somebody who's definitely spent a lot of time out on the salty seas. You kind of see the same thing in all of them. They have that kind of little bit of a weathered look. There's a blush to his cheeks at the moment, indicating that he was just engaging in something strenuous. He comes in and immediately pulls off the pair of spectacles that were resting on the bridge of his nose and wipes the rainwater off of them and puts them back on his head. His hair is kind of messed and wind-tossed and is a kind of a sandy blonde. Yes, Captain, I was told that you needed to see me about something. Something about a compass or something. Yes, Doc, come on in. Doc Grimes. I don't know if any of you have actually really met Dr. Grimes, but he's our ship surgeon and carpenter. So, yes, I'm pleased to meet all of you. I was just being kept busy in the hold because it appears there were a few splinters that were cracked in the hull by the offending elemental monstrosity. But they have been seen to. So the hull is intact. But the yardarm that was snapped, that's going to take a little longer. So it is my recommendation, Captain, that we travel no faster than half sail until that is replaced. So noted. So noted. Let me know what progress is going on with that. But yes, you were right. I need you to take a look at a compass. Is your compass damaged? Is there something that needs to be reviewed? Or no. This one is... Oh, this one's kind of unique, and he slides the Azalea's compass across the table, to which the doctor stops it, picks it up, and begins to examine it. And he's just kind of like looking at it, and he's like, interesting. I mean, it is a rather standard, well, if personalized little Loadways compass. But there's even an inscription in here. Interesting. So it is a personal compass belonging to someone here? The captain just kind of gestures towards Azalea. Ah, okay. So, I see the problem. It's clearly the elemental load at the center of the compass has been corrupted in some way. It's not actually pointing towards the center of any... Was this a knockoff? The captain stops him and is like, No. There's nothing wrong with the load in there, at least wise to the purpose that the compass was created. Apparently, it actually points between Miss Azalea here and anyone that shares blood within her line, I guess. I don't know who the actual, the founder might be. Might be... Focus would be your father, I'm guessing? This belonged to your father, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Father, you say? Wait a minute, now, is this that silly rumor you had been sort of spreading around the crew that we were on board with the Daughter of Storms herself? The kraken-blooded... Wait, no. You're serious? And the captain's just kind of has a droll look on his face, with a slight crook to a smile off the side of his mouth. You're serious? Miss Azalea, is he telling the truth, or is this him just trying to test my knowledge and lore? Again, he peers directly towards the captain, who just kind of gives a slight chuckle.
No, he's not kidding. We're serious, Doctor.
Ah, well then. Some rumors, I guess, are more than rumors. If you don't mind, I'll join you at the table. Let's have a look at what this is, shall we? And he...
Is everyone already sitting at the table?
I think so.
Okay, can I just kind of scooch and sit next to the doctor and just X look intimidating.
You're trying to look intimidating?
I'm trying to look incredibly intimidating so this guy doesn't fuck with us.
He doesn't
starts
even
thinking
appear
about it.
to notice you're there. He's so focused on this compass right now. He's just like hyper focused on what it is. Yes, the man has a bit of a problem when it comes to stuff like that, much to his detriment. So while you may actually mean him harm, you would have, any of you decided to attack him, would definitely catch him by surprise. So let's see. Okay, he sits down. He like puts it down. He pulls out a handkerchief, and he lays it, very gently and very deliberately. Like all the points, like they seem to have to like. It even has to align with the edge of the table, and it has to like everything in its place. And he, very gingerly puts the compass down, and he pulls out something from a side pouch, and it just looks like a little bit of a little bar. And he just kind of like looks at it and kind of just presses like two parts of it, and it like changes into a very delicate tool set, something akin to what you would see like a watchmaker use. So it is like kind of like a tinker's or a jeweler's set. And he sets that down, and then he takes it's like a little tiny screwdriver, and he starts removing little screws from the sides of the thing, and he takes those out. And there's a small tray as part of this tool set that he puts to the side and has little compartments, and he puts like the 4 of those screws there, and and he starts, every part that he removes goes into a little sectioned piece of the of this tray. And eventually he removes the crystal, and then he removes like the plate, and he lifts the actual compass face off. Like he removes the actual the directional, like the arrow, like he puts that on, and then he lifts the plate, and then he stops. Passions preserve us. Captain, there is no load stone in here at all. There is no load material at all. And he takes a pair of tweezers, and he reaches down into the basin of the compass where basically the guts would be, and he pulls up this coin. It looks like a normal like coin that you would get as part of your money, except this is a metallic and very bright and shiny red. It appears to be the physical form of blood. And Ilithia, who happens to be sitting right there, guess what, darling? It's flashback time.
No way.
Oh my god.
You leave reality for a second in your mind. Almost as if somebody like just kind of hit you over the head with an experience. This memory comes flooding back. And it is Liliandra. And you are mid-conversation. And she says, in this memory, there's no way that you can get him back without first returning or purchasing his soul coin. His blood piece is part of his oath, and you cannot free him without finding that currency. And that is going to be nearly impossible. You have to find out who he made the bargain with in the first place. And then, well, and I know you can be very convincing in your own way, she says, playfully. Instantly you know she's referring to your ability to be intimidating. But something like this is not something that you're going to even just be able to take by force. It has to be given. The very nature of a soul coin is the bargain. Darling, I'm afraid you're going to have to make a bargain of your own. You want to get his back. And that brings you back to reality for a second. How would you react to that physically? What would the rest of the people see?
I think Ellie would just... She was flexing, trying to intimidate this guy, and now it's just... She's gone, like, absolutely, like, rigid. She's tense, like... flexing in, like, a different way where you're just, like, so tense you just don't know what to do yet. Like, she's absolutely frozen in place.
Well, I'd say that presence kind of snaps the doctor out of it at this point. And he kind of like looks a little surprised. Are you okay, darling?
No. I get up and I leave the table. Walk away.
If you need help, I am a doctor. Please come to me. I will
Don't
offer
talk
my
to me.
assistance. Kind of glance between Alithia and the captain. Captain's like leans over towards Charlotte. Is there something I should know? Is she gonna be all right?
Yeah, she's going to be fine. She's the strongest among us. I'll just
looks
I
it.
can go in and check. I'll go in and check on her. Probably best, right?
Yeah.
Just tell. Sorry, I could probably just do it myself. I'd like a word with you in private sometime, Mr. Grimes. I'm a bit of a bookworm, and I like what you do there. So we should have maybe a conversation. But I'm gonna go and check on Alithia, I think.
So before you run off to do that, he says, "This can only mean one thing, honestly, realistically, regarding this blood piece, this soul coin. And if it is bound into this compass the way that it is, you are looking at the bargained price of your father. This is his soul coin, or at least one of them. It's the only way that something like this could bind you in this way. As you are looking at the physical manifestation of his blood, which also flows through your veins."
So
He's saying this to Azalea about it.
Well,
And
she's
he starts putting it back together though, while you're talking.
while all of this is like being relayed to her, like I think you can feel just her whole sense of sort of self like changing. There's a lot sort of happening all at once for her, and it's overwhelming to her, I would say. Especially given alcohol's in the mix too. I'm sure she's definitely feeling a little bit more spicy as well.
Some storm action going on.
Absolutely.
And he finishes putting the compass back together. Even like going so far as to oil a few of the parts, polish some of the things that were tarnished, and hands it back to you in a much better condition than he got it. You should keep that close. And I do mean close. Anyone who has that could use it to... My only real concern or reservation would be, what kind of bargain could your father have given so that a soul coin could be placed in a compass, an item that would be able to find him? Unless, of course, it wasn't your father who put this compass together. Is there anyone else that you are aware of that might want to, for any purpose, find your father?
Just start naming names and we can go down the list. I would imagine my mother is number 1 on that list.
Oh. And by the inflection of your tone, I'm guessing that is not a good thing.
No, you've guessed correct.
I don't know who your mother is, but she has pretty powerful friends if she was able to obtain your father's soul coin. If any of the rumors are true about the King of Storms, the Kraken-blooded, then this is the bargaining chip that he may very well have used to achieve his current station. Very interesting. I wouldn't mind studying it a little bit later, but if you do pardon me, I do have to go and, well, I have to see about a yardarm and its imminent replacement so we can continue without impediment. It was nice talking to you all. Enjoy the alcohol and the company, and I look forward to actually sitting down to a real meal with you later. Well, excuse me. And he stands up. He fixes his collar and he folds up his little toolkit, folds back up into that little metal bar, and he slides that back into his pouch. And he starts to head towards the door, and he pauses for a moment by Alithia and goes to say something, but then thinks better of it and continues out the door. Well, okay, so things just got really dangerous. Not only do I have the daughter of Storm's self, I have her dad's soul coin. Yeah.
And her sister. Don't forget.
And her sister, yeah, her half-sister.
Forget about Ilyana.
Yeah, this is gonna be...
A bit of a party, Gareth.
Are we more than we bargained for yet?
No, this is actually exactly what I was trying to go for. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better reason to be on the ocean. I mean, I literally have the two daughters of the King of Storms, the Kraken-blooded himself, and his soul coin. Interesting. I have some things to work out. Finish the bottle.
Charlotte's gonna detect thoughts on Gareth as he's saying this.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Initially, I'll just go service level, but I might dig deep.
You get nothing.
On service level?
Mm-hmm.
She's going deep then. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
You get nothing. Like it's blank. There's nothing there.
Can I make an Arcana check for Charlotte to see if she
Sure.
understands what that means?
Mm-hmm.
I use my other D4, so I got 2. I've used 1.
Okay.
18.
There are ways to mask your thoughts. You're not sure how he's doing it, but you definitely get the idea that he is somehow resisting intrusion.
Okay. She'll just kind of stare and dwell on these thoughts.
Okay.
Or lack of thoughts.
So, he gets up and he heads off into the back room. You can hear the door close, and you can hear it lock.
And it's just those left.
Yeah, just you guys. The doctor. and the captain have both left the room.
Charlotte puts one of her fingers to her mouth just to do this, and she's gonna cast minor illusion. And what she did with Edie that time, she's gonna make words with the minor illusion so the girls can see it, so she doesn't have to speak. And the words will basically just say, "I tried to read his thoughts, and there was nothing there. He has something protecting his thoughts." But I'm not, and it goes on and it says, "I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I trust Gareth or Dr. Grimes."
Nobody's gonna say anything, huh?
Not out loud.
Yeah. Yeah, Casper is just gonna he's gonna pull out his little booklet and he's like, "The mystery continue and deepen." And he's gonna kind of strum on his lyre a little bit. "Beware, beware, the daughter of the storm. Beware, I heard them cry." Sort of like sing to himself as he composes.
Nice.
Awesome.
I think this is where we should leave it.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
It is now just about 5 o'clock, and I know if I know Charlotte and Sammy, who plays Charlotte, the discussion with Alithia is going to go on for a while. So,
Yeah.
so we're going to leave it here, and we'll have something to pick it up on when we play next Saturday. We are playing next Saturday. There's not like a special event, right? You guys are
No.
We're
No,
here.
it's the
we're here.
the 29th is when we won't have Azalea. So yes,
You
we're
check,
gonna.
you check your DM a sec. I am just about to click.
You did not send me a DM yet, but I am.
there
I
you
am waiting with bated breath. Oh yeah, yeah, we can do that. If you want to actually make that announcement, Sammy, you can. Since you're the one who's. Are we recording? Here's the thing though. Did you want to record it or did you want to stream it?
No, let's stream it.
Okay. Well, go ahead and make that announcement because we'll be doing it on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Okay. So, we did something like this really early on when we started Strixhaven, but there's going to be a extra bonus stream on Tuesday where I guess it's set it up perfectly, but yeah, Charlotte will be going to talk to Alithia, and there are some plans to do some things with some magical potions and certain spells, and you'll just have to see how that unravels on Tuesday.
If you're a follower of the lore, it'll be a good one to catch. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for that one. So, you know, and obviously it's not going to be we're not going to do like a full 4-hour session or anything like that. But yeah, it'll be a shorter stream. Maybe I'll end that stream with the 1 chip challenge.
Aww.
And we can do it then. So it'll be streamed. You guys will be able to see it.
I don't know. Mr. Impy says chip, 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 chip.
I am not doing the chip right now. Trust me. I know you're anxious to see it, but it is an emotional event that I am not prepared to deal with right now. So, yes, it is something that I will do. But yes, Mr. Impy, I'll make sure that you get a chance to see it. Yeah, no, sorry. Not doing it right now. But yes, that's coming, and it will suck. So be prepared for it, because it's going to take me some time to actually prepare for it. But yeah, so that's going to be happening this Tuesday. I'll make the announcement when I'm actually going to do the eating of the chip, so that it'll be an actual event. It's not just a simple, trust me, Mr. Impy, unless you've actually done this, you'll know what I'm talking about. This isn't just it's a little hot chip, haha, eat that. It usually takes me like 20 minutes to like, so you have done it, then you know what I'm talking about. So, Mr. Impy has done it, Riley?
No, I did it. Mr. MP made me do it.
Oh, yeah. Really? You
on
had
my
to do
stream. Yeah, I know. As straight up, it can be a stream ruiner, day ruiner.
Oh, yeah. No, you're done for a while.
Oh, so to be fair, I did bounce back quickly because I realized I actually only ate half of it. I forgot about that. I didn't even eat the whole thing. I totally forgot about that. I didn't eat the whole thing, and I still had to go. I literally was like, chat, I think I should go grab like more milk or something. I'll be right back. Didn't come back for like 15 minutes because I was just laying on my bed like, oh my god, I like texted my friend and I was like, oh, this is a mistake because I have more stream to do and I think I have to cancel. Like, I think I just have to stop it. So I literally waited like 20 minutes and then like went back to it. I ate half of it.
Which one did you do? Was it this one? Was it the latest?
Yes,
Okay.
not the latest because I bought it like a year or two ago. So whatever.
I
Yeah,
have the
it
other one
only had like
somewhere.
it was just Carolina Reaper
Yeah.
and maybe, yeah.
So okay, because
Yeah.
I actually have 3 of them now, but yeah.
Oh,
So
Lord.
one of the things that I found with the stupid chip is that, and I apparently I'm not the only one, is because the capsaicin, the chemical in the pepper that makes it hot, is granulated, and it's in the powdered form, and it's in such high concentration. It comes out in your pee. So you don't just get flaming hoop. Whenever
Makes
I
sense.
do these, and the first time I have to go to the bathroom and, first time I have to pee and you drink a lot doing this stuff, it sucks. So that's why I'm saying this isn't just I'm just going to pop this chip in my mouth and go. This is an event. So, and that's mean of you, Mr. Impy. In the nicest way possible, it's still mean of you to do that to poor Riley. It's just not fun. You could do it too, So.
Yeah. How the turntables
Have
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
have turned.
Yes, how the tables, they keep spinning in the wrong direction in this case. But, so yeah, I am going to be doing it. I'm not shy about it, but it's not something that I'm just going to do on a whim because it is definitely not very whimsical. It sucks. So, thank you for the donation, Mr. Impy. I will apologize for not just murdering myself at the end of this stream. I need to prep.
I don't want to play anymore.
What a sentence.
So, yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So let's see. Wait, what is that? Son ate a crumb? And he fared better than you? Yeah. I would see why. That's cool. Good for you, bro. Yeah, Pepto-Bismol, I'll definitely be keeping some antacid around on purpose. But yeah, I'll do it. You'll see. It'll be there. We'll do it Tuesday. That way I have time to actually make sure my will is up to date and No, honestly, the other one, and I keep getting yelled at that I'm not allowed to do, is the surströmming challenge. If you know what surströmming is... Alright, I see, Virla, do you know what it is? Because you're saying no.
But I know what happened when we were talking about it.
Yes, I got yelled at.
I'm just gonna say no.
I got yelled at.
Yeah, I support women. I say no.
Well, surströmming is a Scandinavian, I think it's like lutefisk fish or something like that. I can't remember what it is. But it's literally, they call it fermented fish. Fuck that. It is literally rotting fish. It's rotting fish in a can. And the cans are always under high pressure, so they're already bubbled. And that's normal. That's what it's supposed to be. So, you know, they're already under pressure. So when you even open these things, they squirt, these cans. And the smell is so bad. It's literally, it's supposed to be like, it's either number 1 or number 2 on a regular basis on the worst smelling thing in the world. Like, there's challenges, like there's, Google it, videos are Surströmming, and it's awful.
Want to Google this?
The reason why it's worse for me is because I have hyperosmia, which means I have a more sensitive than the average human being's sense of smell. I can actually scent things closer to a dog than a person. I was born that way. It's always been my life. But let's just say that I experience smells a little bit differently than other people. So the Surströmming challenge might be another one that I'm willing to try and throw out there for charity. Because fucking YOLO, man. I'm the guy that always eats the hottest thing on the menu when going to like events like that. So check it out. I can't wait to do that one. I already got told that I'm not allowed to do it, even though I said I'll do it outside. So I'm a rebel, and it'll be for charity. So maybe that'll come down the line. But for now, it's going to have to be the one chip challenge again. That being said, let's go through and do our outros for everybody. And we're going to go clockwise this time, because why the fuck not? And we're going to go over to Sammy.
Shit, I'm in the middle of a meme.
You are a meme.
I was making a meme for you?
Dude, you are a meme.
Okay. I will post that meme in the Discord, so stay tuned. What am I doing? Yeah, hello. You can find me on Instagram and Threads at Sammy by the Gram. You can find me on Twitter at Sammy on the Bird. You can find me on Twitch at Sammy Got a Twitch. You can find me tomorrow if you like actual play D&D. And you can find me tomorrow at twitch.tv/Bridges and Brigands alongside Matt and Vila, where I play my half-drow Hexblade Warlock Adelheid. So if you like hot mommy characters, definitely check that out. Tomorrow should be something else. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say on that. And yeah, we should have this little bonus content episode on Tuesday between Charlotte and Alithia. It's something that we wanted to do separately, so we didn't clog down the mainstream, is basically why we're doing it. Don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil what it is, but if you've been watching since the Isle of Tyrants, Alithia got given some kind of dream potions from Bob, so the story there might involve those. And then on Thursday, this coming week, you can catch me, Matt, and a group of other cool Dungeon Masters again, where we're doing another round table stream based on the latest Unearthed Arcana episodes. We had Bex join us last time. She is new to the RPG family, and she was great. And this time we'll have Bex again, but we'll also have Rhiannon, or Relentless, who is a D&D content creator and also a Dungeon Master. So she'll be joining us hopefully this time as well for that. So yeah, check that out. Tuesday, it's going to be, I think, 2 p.m. EST. And then on Thursday, it's going to be 1 p.m. EST. All here on Roll Positive Gaming.
Yep.
That was long, sorry.
Yeah, rip my stomach lining. Damn right. No, I tried tripe. It's okay tasting. It's a texture thing with tripe. Can't do it. It's weird. Not my thing. Next, it would be Ileana. She's not here. So Captain Stinky Pants, come back to us. So that takes us over to Lady Katia, Riley, Ruse, Chip Bros.
wannabe chip bros. Can we find a different medium to relate together to?
You already did it, though. You already did it.
I'm about to get you matching necklaces with me, and one end is the chips that it's gonna be a blue chip, and mine will just be the normal looking chip. Hello, I'm Riley Rose. I do things other than eat hot chip and lie, but I am bisexual. That's a meme. If you guys don't get that, that's a meme, that bisexuals do nothing but eat hot chip and lie. So, contrary to popular belief, I do other things as well. I am a variety streamer doing a lot of ASMR. Actually, tomorrow I am doing a Adventure Time themed stream where I play Marceline, Princess. Wow, I can't speak. Princess Bubblegum. I guess peanut butter also, and Finn the human. It'll be super fun. And yep. That's what I've got for you today. I have a lot of socials. You can if you just look up Riley Rosie, I guarantee you'll find a few. So have fun.
Just Google her.
Yeah, just one or
just
two.
Google it, see what comes up.
One or two. All right. That takes us over to Ozelia herself.
Hello. Yes, I am Caitlin, and I am playing Azalea in this awesome campaign. I'm sorry I'm threatening you with a knife right now, but it's just because I really want you to check out all my socials, which you can find over at twitch.tv/Caitlin. Hopefully going to be live tomorrow. Would really appreciate if you were there. And then also I'm on YouTube where I make ASMR videos, and I've been doing that for about 10 years. So I think you'll find something you like over there. Go check it out.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Google her and see what happens.
See what happens when you type in ASMR kitten. Yeah.
It's like, do it. You won't. It's a dare.
Yeah, you won't.
That takes us over to the voted most likely to intimidate you in school, Alithia. Even though she doesn't remember school.
Hi. That's true. Hi, I'm Virla, and I play D&D sometimes. I'm here on Saturdays, and on Sundays I'm usually on DC 30, where I play Hilera, my cleric that's very chaotic. And then, tomorrow, what are days? Tomorrow I'm going to be joining Bridges and Briggers as Belvedere Steelleaf, a bird with a gun. Is that all I need to say? Also, I have Instagram, Virla.Louise with an E at the end, and you can also Google me if you want to.
Wow.
Do it. You won't. Dare. It's the Google Me challenge. That's the new one. I would be afraid to Google myself because I don't want to know what's out there about me.
Yeah.
That leaves us, last but not least, Casper, the friendliest of friendly ghosts.
Friendliest. Yeah, I am Amy K. I make ASMR on YouTube, ASMR roleplays under Amy K ASMR, and I have socials, Instagram, Twitter, and Threads, Amy K ASMR. And I also play on the Wednesday campaign on this channel as Illyria, the Death Cleric. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, which is amusing to me because of the nature of your character there. The fact that you have a bunch of imaginary friends, and yet you are still the most mentally grounded character among that group.
Yeah, it's really weird how, like, even the weird things that I do that are unhinged still come out as very level-headed.
Yes.
Like, I just resurrected a skeleton and named him Sir Remington, but somehow Illyria and Sir Remington are still the least chaotic. Yeah.
I can't wait for you to get, like, access to things where you can just bring somebody back to life and just start creating NPCs for me to have to create. Like, I actually sit here and dread the fact that you'll be able to actually bring people back to life. You could raise that skeleton, and then I have to create backstories for the potential of any skeleton that you bring back from the dead.
I don't know if Illyria would bring back someone who was, like, freshly dead. I don't think that's her thing, because it's, like, still person, but, you know, we'll see.
I'm talking about, like, you have the skeleton, and then later on in a few levels, and you actually, like, bring them back, you know, reincarnate them or something like that. And then, like, I have to start creating, like, you know, just like, I'm going to collect things. Now I'm going to return people back to life.
Oh my gosh. Well, Sir Remington, I'm going to hold on to him as long as I can.
Well, he's gonna hang around for a little while. For now. You have to dominate him every day.
Yeah. It's okay.
So he doesn't try and murder you guys.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not. He won't murder me. The first person he's gonna go for is Anya, because she stole his sword. I wouldn't give him one back.
Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that.
Oh yeah, I will
It'll
tell her.
break her heart. She's already
Spoilers.
got a thing for him, so. Alright. that just comes down to me. I'm Matt. I'm Roll Positive Gaming. I do all things D&D. I run multiple campaigns, which I stream. I'm going to be adding some new stuff coming down the pipeline, such as Candela Obscura, and, well, Werewolf is on the table. Werewolf the Apocalypse 5th edition, which officially releases hardback on August 31st, but I'll actually have access to the PDF on the 2nd. So yeah, that's coming down the pipe. There will be one-shots of different game systems, including the Fantasy Flight Star Wars games. So keep your eyes peeled if you want to know more about that and when those things are going to be happening. Jump on my Discord and follow all my socials so that you know what the hell is going on. But other than that, I think that's about all I need to say, except for we are at $750 of 1,000 for our charity, which is amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Impy. Sorry, not sorry that I'm not going to eat the chip right now. But trust me, you will get to see it. And yeah, let's keep that ball rolling and get some more of the goals earned, so that we can do the right thing. We may have to revamp some of those, Virla. It seems like my suffering draws the most the most money, so I'll have to figure out other ways to punish myself so that we can earn money for charity.